Hello, 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 everyone. It is March 12th, 2026. Hope you're all doing wonderful. Hope you're all doing incredibly, actually. Not just wonderful, but incredibly. Uh, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I had some spaghetti for dinner or supper, whatever you want to call it. I believe both words are interchangeable. I believe they are not distinct in meaning. I'm pretty sure. Hey, Jambone, how are you? It's nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. Also, thank you so much for the 7 stream streak, Tish. I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much. My hair is doing weird stuff today. I feel like it doesn't like it feels like this area is doing some weird stuff. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's fine. Maybe it's fine. Maybe we're okay. Okay, chat. How's your day been, Jambone? How's your day been? I like I said, I've been doing well. I've been doing well. I was watching Lil Simsy play a little bit of Pokopia earlier, and it's incredible. I've been watching it for the past few days, to be fair. It's so good. If I had a Switch 2 and I had a nice capture card, and then I bought that game, I'd be $700 poorer. But also, I'd be having an incredible time. Be having an incredible time playing Pokopia on stream. Maybe we'll work our way up to it. Maybe eventually I'll get myself a Switch 2 and a capture card. Maybe we'll play Pokopia. Who knows? Who knows? Pretty good. Just got up from big nap. I hope your nap was incredible. Also, welcome on in, Rogue. I hope you're doing well. How does one pick a favorite Pokemon? It's tough. It's extremely difficult. I will say that. However, my favorite Pokemon, Mimikyu. Mimikyu is my favorite. I love Mimikyu. Reasons I love Mimikyu. Mimikyu is very sad. Mimikyu is very sad and depressed, and it's relatable. We love relatable content, and Mimikyu is relatable content. My favorite changes based on the day. That's so fair. That's so fair. See, I am a little bit of a Gen 3 baby. I obviously I grew up with Gen 1 and Gen 2 as well, but Gen 3 was the first generation that I played the games. So I grew up with like Ruby and Sapphire and Emerald. I played the heck out of all three of those games. And so a lot of my favorites, like if I look through let's look see Gen 3 Pokemon. I don't remember all of them. Actually, Jambo, did we talk? We talked about this literally in your chat the other day. So I always went Torchic as my starter. It's a little bit blasphemous not to go with Mudkip. I know. I'll be honest. I'll be totally honest. Totally honest here, okay? I'm opening up. I'm opening up to you guys, okay? Torchic and Trico, I preferred over Mudkip. I'll say it. I'll say it. I like how Trico looks. Grovyle and Sceptile are great evolutions. They look fantastic. Trico is such a cool looking Pokemon. And actually, these days, I actually don't like how Blaziken looks as much as I did back in the day. And I do think Swampert looks better than Blaziken. I will say that. I will say that. When I was younger, huge Torchic fan, huge Blaziken fan. And I think they're probably closer now than they were back then. I think that's the case. Let's see. Some of my other favorites from that generation. Let's look through it. Let's look. It's going to be the same ones I probably mentioned in your chat the other day, Jambo. I'm not a water Pokemon lover. Please don't hurt me. I like specific water types, but I wouldn't say I'm specifically like a water type lover though. It's interesting because there's a lot of types of Pokemon that, well, I mean, I guess there's a lot of types of Pokemon these days anyways, but there are a few types that I like a lot, but I rarely get to use them in Pokemon games because very rarely are they like super powerful. Like I think bug types are super cool, but very rarely are they actually useful in a lot of the Pokemon games. Okay, so I love Gardevoir. Gardevoir is a classic, one of my favorites. Breloom is amazing. I think Breloom is a super cool design. Just being like essentially like a lizard with a mushroom head. So cool. So cool looking. Let's see here. I'm going down the list. I have a Pokedex thing up here. I also like Sableye. Sableye is really cool. Mawile's sick. It's something about Mawile. It's just the weird design that is very cool. I like the fact that there's kind of an off balance thing going on with Mawile where you have like the weird like head, like the big mouth thing hanging off of it, and then it's just kind of like small. It's a very interesting design. Let's see. Let's see. What else do we got here? I'm scrolling down. I'm scrolling down. There's a lot that I'm like, this is fine. Flygon. Flygon when I was growing up, I was very much like, how do I get Flygon? How do I get Flygon? It's so cool. Because I would fight against people that had Flygon in the game. And it took me a while to figure out that I needed to get Vibrava. Because to me, like Vibrava was not that cool looking. And so I never got a Vibrava and I never leveled it up until I found out that's how you get Flygon. And actually, Flygon was not that good in the game, if I recall. It was a little bit like underpowered. It looked super cool, but it wasn't actually that powerful. Let's see. Altaria. Altaria is very cool. I like Altaria a lot. Let's see here. I also... Castform is an interesting one. Castform, I don't love how Castform looks, but I like the idea behind it, that it changes form depending on the weather. I think that's super cool. I think that is a super cool thing. I like when they try weird things with Pokemon, like Aegislash. Aegislash is a cool one because you change like it from like defense form and attack form, and it's super powerful. I believe if you use, what is it, Swords Dance, I think that makes it like it's crazy strong. I remember using that a lot. I forget what generation that one is, but that one's a crazy strong Pokemon. I also really like Dusclops. I believe Dusclops and Banette are the only two ghost types in Gen 3, which is kind of sad because ghost types are some of the coolest types in Pokemon. Let's see here. I remember really liking Salamence because, again, dragons were super cool. And when you're like a 10-year-old, dragons are one of the coolest things you could potentially have in a game. So you got to go with the dragon types. I remember having both Flygon and Salamence on my team and thinking I was the coolest. Frostlass is cool as well. That's so true. Metagross, also very cool. Very cool. I wasn't that into steel types growing up, though. Nowadays, though, Metagross, super cool looking. And then obviously Kyogre, Groudon, Rayquaza, some of the coolest like legendary like ending Pokemon in any Pokemon game, honestly. But yeah, so that's a super sick generation. Such a sick generation. So many cool Pokemon. But yeah, for me, my favorite, probably Mimikyu. I think Mimikyu is my favorite. It's certainly top 3. I'm trying to think of what my other ones would be even. I think Mimikyu might just be number 1 though. But yeah, I love Pokemon. I would love to save up money to get a Switch 2 to play when the new Pokemon games come out next year. Maybe you know what? Maybe I'll work my way up to that. Maybe. I'm also saving up for a brand new PC. So it makes it tough. Like, I think the PC is more important. Getting a new PC is more important than the Switch 2 and the Pokemon games, okay? That just we have to prioritize, right? Once I get that PC though, maybe then I save up. And because again, it's okay if I play Pokemon a little late. It's okay. Starting a Switch 2 fund for the Pokemon games, that makes so much sense. They're so expensive. Like, why are games $70 now? Or isn't it? I think, is it for like the physical version of Pokopia? Isn't it $80 actually if you want a physical copy? Hey Fox, how are you doing? I hope you're having a nice day. It's nice to see you. It's very nice to see you always. Again, I hope you're having a nice day. We're talking about Pokemon right now. And I really want to play Pokemon, but alas. Your daily album recommendation. Your random album recommendation for today is On Fire by Galaxy 500. Such a good rock record. I love Galaxy 500. Man, I love their blend of like indie rock and like Velvet Underground sort of feeling stuff. It's so good. Definitely an underrated band from like the late 80s, early 90s. Super underrated. But yeah, I would love to play Pokemon Waves and Winds. I would love to, but I think I won't be able to play it when it comes out because I will not have a Switch 2 yet. I think at that time I might still be saving up for my PC. Because the price of RAM, not good. The price of RAM is not good. And the price of other things for PC, not good either. The pricing is abysmal. It's abysmal. I'll say it. But yeah. So today we're going to be doing some Tiny Bookshop. But first, I really want to do some dulls. I want to do a little bit of dulls first. Ram. Oh my God. That's exactly how I feel about Ram. It's exactly how I feel about Ram. Okay, so here's what we're doing. We are switching over to this. We're gonna full screen this. We're good to go. We're good to go. Let me get my stuff switched over on the left. Okay, we're good to go. Officially, we're good to go. So this is Chronal. It's going to give us a list of events, and we have to put them in the chronological order. The top one, this is oldest. This is going to be most recent down at the bottom. So the first canned beer was sold. Wait, oh my God, I think I actually saw them live once. Oh my God, you just don't remember it at all, Fox? That's funny. Yeah, first, oh wait, let's see. Apple Watch was released. That's going to be towards the bottom for sure. The cronut was invented. Chat, what's a cronut? What's a cronut? I have no clue. The Rubik's Cube was invented. I'm guessing that's closer to Apple Watch than the theory of special relativity was published. I don't know when that was. Jesse Owens won for this was 1930s. I know this was 1930. I don't remember specifically what year. It was definitely I remember this was the Nazi Olympics. So this was 30s. Theory of special relativity, that has to be first, right? First canned beer. I could see canned beer. Could that be 20s, 30s? That's probably later, right? I do not know. A croissant donut. That has to be prior to this stuff, right? That has to be like 1800s, late 1800s, maybe earlier even. I do not know when the theory of special relativity was published because I don't remember I don't remember what this is. So we're gonna put it first because this could be pre 1800s even for all I know. I'm gonna check. So we have 6 tries. Submit. Okay. This is way more recent then. Okay, first canned beer. That has to be here then, right? And then this is here, and like that. This has to be the order. First canned beer before this was pre 1930s, then maybe. Rubik's Cube, 60s or 70s, I'm guessing. Cronut, I guess that must be after Rubik's Cube. This has to be the order, right? There's no other correct order. I do know when it was published. Okay, it's 1905 apparently. Canned beer, 1935. So pre 1935, you could not get a canned beer. That's interesting. 1936 was the 36 Olympics. That does make sense. Rubik's Cube in the 70s also makes a lot of sense. Croissant donut, 2013. That seems a little wild to me that is so recent. Like, I just assume all types of like donuts and croissants and breads in general. I assume most of that stuff was invented like pre 1900s. It would have made so much sense if this was like invented by like a French person in the 1700s. And then of course Apple Watch was always going to be the most recent one. 2013. Oh my God, I thought it would be way back. Yeah, I thought that was again 1700s, 1800s latest, I thought for sure. Okay, so we got it in 2 tries here. That's pretty solid. Some people 6+ tries is crazy actually though. 6+ tries. I mean, when you have Apple Watch and like Rubik's Cube in here, I feel like it's, you're going to get a couple of these right pretty quickly. You'd think. Okay, chrono photo. We're moving on to chrono photo. So in this one, we get a picture. We have to figure out what year this photo is from. So this one, it's obviously a US Olympics. We had the Olympics in the 80s, I know. This might be an 80s Olympics. Could this be the Atlanta Olympics from the 90s? I'm going to try 84. I just knew that in my brain somewhere in my subconscious. I knew this was 84. Apparently, I knew this. I don't know why I knew it was 84. I certainly wasn't conscious of it being 84, but I figured 84 and I was right. We love that. This, okay, is this the Wright brothers? Is this like 1904, 1903? This has to be, 1903, 1904. It has to be, right? It's one of those years, I would bet. I'm going to go 1903. 1907. Okay, it's a little bit later than I thought. Okay, so maybe was 1907 the first flight? That might have been the first flight. I don't know. I would assume this is from the first flight. I don't know why else they'd have the photo in here. So I was close on that one. Okay, what year was this photo taken? This man looking at us. I mean, this man is smug. Do these guys work on Wall Street? This man works on Wall Street, I'm guessing. Is this New York? This isn't New York. No, this is not New York. This is some other city. For some reason, I assumed it was New York, but this is not New York. Something Perry. Something's Schmidt's sausage? Something sausage? Ooh, what does this say? Parking, maybe? That doesn't look right. Okay, this photo. Ooh, okay. This looks like potentially the 60s to me. I wouldn't be shocked if 63 was correct. I'm going to move one up, 64. It's 51. You know, that does make sense that it's a little bit older than 60s. This car, I guess, is... See, I was thinking maybe like some of these cars were just kind of hanging around still into the early 60s. I also, to be fair, I think this photo being like in color kind of made me feel like it was more recent than it is. If this would have been in black and white, I definitely would have gone I probably would have gone a little bit older. But I had a little bit of a bias in my brain of like, if it's a photo in color, it's more recent. Okay, so that one I took a little bit of a hit on, but it's fine. It's fine. Interesting. We've got race cars here, and these seem old. Obviously, everyone here looks like they're straight out of like the 30s or 40s. Maybe the 50s? I think this is more closer to the... Ooh, I think this is more to like the 30s. Maybe mid-late 30s? I don't know. It's tough to say. It's a racing event of some type. I don't know what though. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and say yes, 34. It was 34. I was correct on the decade. I'm very close on that actually. I'm a little bit surprised by that. I just always assume I'm gonna get it way off. U.S. Air Force. Atlas SW65. Is that potential? Oh wait, no, that's 5M65. I bet that's not actually. This is not 65, I bet. Could be though, actually. Now that I'm looking at it more, this definitely could be the 60s. That looks like a 60s vehicle. You know what? It says 65 on there. Could this be 65? Is that possible? I think we're going to try. It's 61. Okay, it's right decade. It's the right decade. So we did it. We pulled it off. What are my game results? The first one I got perfect. Round 2, I was a couple years off. Round 3, I was off by like a decade, a little bit more than a decade. Round 4, same correct decade, couple years off. This one again, a couple years off. Not bad. Not bad. Next, we're going to do some GeoQuest. GeoQuest, you basically just get given a country and you have to guess which one it is. That's Ukraine. Taiwan is right here. Colombia is right here. Namibia. Oh no. Okay. This is when it gets tricky, is once they start throwing Africa at you. Some of these countries, I don't know where they are that well. Namibia is down here somewhere. I'm fairly certain. It's that one. Oh, I was so close. Turkmenistan. There's one of these, I think. If there's this one, that's that one. Latvia is this one, I believe. It's that one. A country off. Mozambique is this one. Yes. I had 2 mistakes, 5 of 7 correct. The ones that I was incorrect on, I was literally off by, I think, one country. So I don't feel that bad. I don't feel that bad about it. I did all right on that. I did pretty all right on that. Now, Voodle is fun. Voodle is a really cool one because you basically just have to guess the country based on the photo that they're giving you. So we're going to zoom in because this one is very tiny. But yeah, so we have to figure out what country this is based on this picture. This looks like Europe to me. I think obviously it's Europe. What European country could this be though? Could this be Romania? This looks not like far Eastern Europe, but it definitely looks more like it's potentially in like the Romania area. This is, I mean, it could even be over near like Liechtenstein. I think we could be as far west as that potentially. I mean, it could be further west even as well. But my assumption is that it is maybe over farthest west to Liechtenstein, and then maybe as far east as like Romania. That's sort of my range. Okay, I get 6 guesses. Do I want to just guess Romania for my first one? Just kind of get a basis here. Romania, it's northwest of Romania. Could this be Czechia? Could this be Czechia? Or Czech Republic? It's Czech Republic. It's Czech Republic. We did it. Okay, so we did it in 2 tries. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm very happy with that, actually. Let me move over to global. I believe we're going to have to zoom. No, we're good. I was thinking I was going to have to zoom back out, but we're fine. We're absolutely fine, chat. Okay, so for this one, we have to just, that's right off the bat. Let's just guess Czech Republic. And now it'll tell us, like a distance. And we have to guess where the country actually is. So Czechia, closest border, we're about 5,000 kilometers away from where we want to be. So we have to guess another country that's maybe about 5,000 kilometers away and see if we can figure it out. 5,000 kilometers. I don't really know how far away that is in terms of distance. Like, I don't know if like this is 500 kilometers or if this is 500 or 5,000 kilometers. I think we could try. I really hope it's not in Africa, to be honest. I really hope it's not, because that is not my strength. So maybe we just try and guess Pakistan and hope it's more over there. It is more over here. In fact, I believe we are adjacent to the country. Is it India? It is India. Okay. We did really well on that one. That went really well. Okay. We're next going to go food guesser. So food guesser, it's going to show us a food item, and we have to guess what country of origin it is or region. Okay. We're doing it. Okay. Welcome on in, Toast. I hope you're doing well. So this dish has rice, tuna, peas, bell peppers, black olives, ham, cheese, cherry tomatoes, eggs, cucumbers, pickles, carrots, capers, parsley, olive oil, vinegar, salt, black pepper, and then a bunch of things that can be optional. This dish is a vibrant and refreshing rice salad, typically served cold. It consists of cooked rice mixed with a variety of ingredients, such as diced vegetables, olives. So we already read the ingredients. And then it's dressed with something. It's versatile and customizable, perfect for summer picnics or casual gatherings. Okay, so picnics. Interesting. Mediterranean sounds Mediterranean. It does sound Mediterranean. I agree with y'all. Do we try? Okay, because it has the rice is throwing me off, though. I will be honest. The rice is throwing me off a little bit. But this could just be like a more like modern dish. Is this just going to be Italy, perhaps? The deviled eggs is throwing me off. Yeah, that also is a little weird. That's also a little weird. I am guessing this is a more modern dish where rice can be imported. Eggs can kind of just be wherever, to be fair. There's no reason that in Italy, for example, they couldn't have deviled eggs. Like, they have chickens in Italy, I'm sure. We're going to guess Italy right away because of the olives, I think. That's my first. It's just Italy. It's just Italy. First, yes. Greece or Lebanon, also not bad guesses. Not bad guesses. This doesn't sound bad. I don't eat meat, so if we just remove the ham, I'm good on this. I'm very good at that. Yeah. It is called insalata di riso. Insalata di riso, also known as Italian rice salad, is a cold dish commonly served during the warmer months in Italy. It is a versatile dish that showcases a variety of regional and seasonal ingredients. The base ingredient is typically parboiled rice, which is allowed to cool before mixing with other components. I'm interested if it says anything about gaining prominence in the mid 20th century. That makes sense. It's thought to be a relatively modern edition, like I thought. Like I thought. The rice made it feel like it was a more modern dish for sure. Next round. This is interesting. Okay. Sago, potato starch, tapioca flour, rice flour, food coloring, salt, and then spices. This dish is a crunchy. What do you mean crunchy? Okay, so this is just crunchy pasta, is what it looks like. This very much Israel makes a lot of sense. Honestly, I think we might just go with that because of the Stars of David. I think that would make sense. Shaped into various quirky forms like wheels, tubes, or stars, they are initially hard but become crispy when deep fried. Interesting. This is a bizarre dish to me because why are we just this looks like uncooked pasta. Or it's tough. We will probably just guess Israel because of the Stars of David. We're cool. Okay, so we're very far off. What about the colors of the pasta? What, like, I'm trying to think like flags. Potentially, could any of these colors be a flag coloring scheme? Quanchi pasta. Quanchi pasta. That's a very bizarre thing. I'm gonna reread this and we're gonna see if there's any hints in here a little bit. This dish is a crunchy, colorful snack made from rice or potato starch. Nothing obvious so far. Shaped into various quirky forms like wheels, tubes, or stars. They are initially hard but become crispy when deep fried. Deep fried makes me feel like could this be America? Is there any chance? It's called Far. Ice cold. Okay. So we are nowhere in North America even then. We are like super far away. Could this be like Philippines? Philippines maybe. No, we're also cold on that. Slovakia? I'm willing to give it a try, Toast. I'm absolutely willing to give Slovakia a try. It's also cold, but it's like south. It's maybe east of Slovakia. Is this like Russia? Are these, wait, some of these colors? It's India. Far makes a lot of sense, actually. The name Far. The minute we got the name, I should not have been guessing things like America. Or did we get that after we guessed America? We might have. Far, also known as fryums, is a popular snack in Indian cuisine. It is made from potato starch or tapioca flour. It is known for its vibrant colors and unique shapes. This is an interesting one. Again, it's super crunchy. Hey, Jake, how are you? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a nice day. We're doing some food guesser right now. Also known as what did it say? What did it say? I can't go back. Oh, fryums. Yeah, that's right. It said fryums. It's a very weird name. But Jake, we're doing a little bit of food guess right now. We've been doing a little bit of dolls in general, but right now we are on food guesser, where they show us a picture of food. They tell us the ingredients and then a description of the dish. And then you have to figure out what country or region you're from. It can sometimes be multiple countries. So you might be able to guess, like one of the 5 countries is from, and you would get it right. But sometimes it is just one dish. Doing well, thank you. How's you, Eddie? I'm doing well. I'm doing really well. I'm having a good time. We were talking a little bit earlier about me wanting to get a Switch 2, but I need to save up for a PC first. So it's going to be a year or 2 off on the Switch 2, probably, unfortunately. We have another picture on this one, by the way. So this is what they look like. Here they look, I can't tell the size. I thought they were maybe cookie size. This makes it look like they're maybe large cookie size. I got so lucky. I want to switch to in a stream. That's amazing. Holy cow. Have you received it yet? Or are you waiting on it? Because that's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. Are there any games you're specifically wanting to play? England? This could be England. Let's read the ingredients first, though. Flour, sugar, butter, lard, currants? I don't know if I've seen this word before. Or raisins. Baking powder. It's cookie ingredients. It's cookie ingredients. Yeah, I have it. I played some Mario Kart on it. Very, very nice. I want to get all the old Nintendo 64 games like Star Fox and stuff on it. Yeah, that it's truly, I think, because with that you have to get the subscription, right? I believe. But yeah, I think the subscription might be worth it if you want to play like some old games. Man, I'm really excited for Pokemon games. Truly, whenever I've gotten a Nintendo console, it's always been for Pokemon. This dish is a traditional sweet treat featuring a subtly spiced, buttery dough speckled with currants or raisins, cooked on a griddle rather than baked. So cooked on a griddle. That might be a hint. That's the only reason I've only played Mario Kart on it, because it came with it. Everything else seemed to be subscription based. Yeah, they definitely are subscription heavy with the Switch 2, but lots of good games so far. I know there was the Donkey Kong game that was really good. I know there was Metroid Prime 4, the newest one, and I've heard that was good. But Pokopia is what I want. I want Pokopia, and I want Pokemon Waves or Winds. I want one of those, but that'll be coming out next year. And man, I need the PC first. It's tempting though. It's very tempting. Often sprinkled with sugar, these round cakes are enjoyed warm or cold, providing a comforting blend of simple ingredients and nostalgic flavors with each bite. This absolutely could be the UK. It looks delicious. It absolutely does look delicious. Yeah, Toast, I'm thinking England might be a good guess on this. I think you might be right on that. So we're going to go ahead and guess England. And we're going to see it's bake stones. It's a Welsh cake. So this is, I'm guessing, just from Wales then. Welsh cakes are a traditional baked good from Wales, known locally as, I do not know how to speak Welsh. I don't know how to pronounce Welsh words. P-say-I-mean. That's horribly wrong, by the way. Oh my God, I love the new emotes. Thank you. It's all Mimikyu stuff. I am planning, because right now I do 2 streams a week. I am planning on doing some additional bonus streams in the future. I want to try and do more streams every week. However, I know with my mental health, I cannot be on camera more than 2 times a week, because being on camera requires me to like shower and shave. And then just like the masking is a little bit too much. It's too much masking in a week. And so I want to start doing some PNG tuber stuff. I'm gonna be chilling as Mimikyu, and we're gonna be playing games. I wanna start doing more streams, and that's my compromise. I can do 2 streams a week on camera, and then maybe an additional 1 or 2, as Mimikyu. I shower like I'm going to see friends before every stream. I completely get that. Yeah, it takes a lot of energy. It takes a lot of energy to stream on camera, and I do love it. But in order to stream more often, I'm going to have to split my time, So we'll get the same amount of content on camera, but then all the other content will be with Mimikyu. But I go off cam relatively often. Yeah, I think it'll be a good compromise. I don't think people will mind too much. I think it'll be fine. Also, this is Yum. This is just 100% Yum. I'm going to be so interested because they show the percentage of people that pass on things and the things that and people say Yum to. What percentage do we think are going to say Yum to this? 90% more? I'm thinking 90% of people are going to say Yum to this. And that's me lowballing it. I think it should be like 95% people wanting this. But I think like 5% of people, maybe they're, like celiacs and stuff, maybe they're going to pass on it. But Yum is 100%. I think it's Yum. But I think 5% of people are going to say pass. 11%, 89% Yum. I'm very curious. Some of these people, celiacs, right? Maybe. Or are there people that just hate like cakes and cookies where they're like, absolutely not. I do not want this. Ew. Ugh. Like, are there people that really feel that way about cookies? That's crazy to me. So we scored 10,000 points out of a possible 15,000. We did pretty well. We just we didn't nail it on far. It took us a couple tries. Bake stones we got right away though. And this one we got right away too. So we did all right. We did all right with that. I think next is Reladle. Reladle is an interesting one because how Reladle works is you start on one artist. We're starting on a Tribe Called Quest. And through Spotify related artists, we have to somehow get to Kesha. I don't think this one's going to be that tricky, to be honest. I think this one, how do we make our way to Kesha? I think maybe we go Lauryn Hill. I could see going Lauryn Hill because we want to try to get to female pop artists. I think immediately we go Solange. I think we go Solange. And now we're okay. We are where we want to be. We are where we want to be. Okay. But who do we go to that will get us the closest we can to Kesha? Because we do want to get a little bit closer to like singer-songwriter if we can. But it's going to be tough. Maybe we just go FKA Twigs. We go FKA Twigs potentially here. I think we go Caroline Polachek. MIA maybe. I think we go Caroline Polachek. And then from here, Chapel Roan. Do we go Chapel Roan? My stream just died, like my end of stream. Is my stream down? Is my stream fine? Is that what you mean? Or are we good? Are we good, chat? Are we good? I'm hoping we're good. Also, I forgot to talk about my drinks earlier. I have this is just water with like flavoring in it. It's like an orange flavor. It's like a sun-kissed powder that I put in and I shook it. And then my second drink is lemonade sparkling water. Also, I love it. I love sparkling water, chat. Y'all know this. Your stream is fine for me? Okay, good. Oh, your internet died, Toast? Okay. I'm sorry about that. I'm glad my stream is good though. For Kesha here, I think we go Chapel Roan. I think Chapel Roan will get us there. I think we're doing well now, but I think we need to get a little bit less alternative and indie now though as well. We need to get back into pop. How do we do? Renee Rapp, I think, is just what we have to do from here, right? And then probably Sabrina Carpenter. I think that makes sense. Okay. I won't be surprised. Based on who we pick here, we have to get Kesha. But who? Who do we get Kesha from? How do we get there, chat? Because we don't want to go full singer-songwriter here is the thing. Because Kesha's not a singer-songwriter, but some of her recent stuff has been more singer-songwriter-y. I don't really listen to Kesha, but I'm familiar with what her recent albums sound like. And I'm familiar with what her older stuff sounds like. You know what? I think Taylor Swift. And then what? Demi Lovato. I think we're going to get there. This is actually tougher than I thought because we're not getting stuff that I would want. Like, I don't know where to go from here. Meghan Trainor, Kesha. We did it. Whew. Okay. It took us 12 guesses to get there. What was our shortest path? Tribe Called Quest, Fugees, Erykah Badu, Janelle Monáe, Lizzo, and then Kesha. Okay. So we could have got there way quicker. It took us a few tries to get there. Okay. Top 5 daily trivia game. This one, let's see. Most visited websites by monthly visits. Okay. What do we think the top 5 most visited websites are by monthly visits? Google. Google has to be, right? YouTube. It's YouTube. Instagram. Wait, TikTok. It's got to be TikTok, right? It's 14. I'm a little surprised by that, actually. It's probably lower than it was a year ago. That's my guess. Is this is worldwide? What is the Alibaba? Is that how do I is Facebook? Facebook is a good guess, but maybe it's still super high. I was expecting it. Maybe it was going to be in the top 10, but just outside of it. Instagram, then, right? 4. Instagram is number 4. What could the number 5 most visited website and monthly visits be? Let's think. TikTok's at 14, which is still shocking to me. It's very shocking to me. Trying to think of another really highly visited website. Okay, let me take a drink. We're gonna think on it. I'm not sure. It's gonna be something real obvious though. It's gonna be real obvious. Could this be? It's not gonna be another. It's not gonna be like. It's not obvious. I don't know why I even thought of this. Yahoo. It's not Yahoo. Yahoo's not even in the top 100. I'm guessing. What other websites could this be? I'm trying to think about websites now, and my brain is going blank on websites. I can't. Wikipedia? Could Wikipedia be up there? Wikipedia is number 7. It's not MySpace, Fox. It's definitely not MySpace. Maybe in 2005. In 2005, maybe, but I don't think in 2026 it's MySpace. Let's see. We need one more. Okay. Wikipedia number 7. That's not a bad guess. It's not a bad guess. Also, in about 15 minutes, I have to run ads. So if anyone needs to grab a snack or grab a drink or use the bathroom, if you can wait 15 minutes, will be good. Amazon is such a good guess, Rogue. 12. Ooh, it's at 12. 2.5 billion visits. It's about almost half of what Wikipedia gets. That's a really good guess, though, Rogue. Also, do you want me to call you Rogue, or do you have something else you'd rather I call you? I'm trying to think now. What other websites? What other websites are super active that people visit all the time? So I truly am shocked that it wasn't TikTok or Wikipedia. Amazon also. The ones we've guessed that weren't in there, I'm truly shocked by. What other websites could this be? Oh god. Okay. Oh, okay. This game is dirty. Okay, that's crazy. What if I just type in some stuff? These are all the most common guesses, I'm guessing. A, B, C, D, E. Reddit's a good one. Okay, I'm going to put in Reddit here. Reddit is at 6. Reddit's just outside of there. Well, technically it's Rogue, but I don't go crazy about correcting people. Oh, Rouge? Is that what you want? Rouge? I can call you Rouge. Or is it something else? It might be something else. Oh, man. Okay. All of the top guesses here are all NSFW stuff. That's crazy. Netflix is a good one, actually. Netflix. Chat GPT. That's so sad. Rouge, red and French. Is that, am I saying that correct? Rouge? I hope I'm saying it correctly. Also, this is very, very sad. Number 5, Chat GPT. Oh no. Okay, I will remember that then. Rouge. I will remember that for next time. And here is our last dull of the day. And then we'll be moving on to Tiny Bookshop. But this is the last one. This is Am I the Asshole Guesser? And we have to guess if Reddit thought this person is an asshole or not. Am I the asshole for selling my breast milk instead of giving it to the other moms in my mom group who can't make enough themselves? I know it sounds weird, but I've been selling my excess breast milk. A friend of mine told me how you could make a good bit of money doing it, and with a new kid, having the extra money is really helpful. Some of the moms in my mommy group have asked if I'm having trouble with breastfeeding now because I used to share my excess with a couple of them. So I explained how I was now selling it. However, other people seem to think it's really not cool and I should be donating it since I'm so lucky to have excess when some moms in the group aren't able to make enough for their babies. Okay. Okay. It's tough because I don't think this person's an asshole. I also don't think that they're like an amazing person though. I think because like obviously it would be nicer of them to share it with the people in the group that aren't able to, maybe produce as much as they need. However, they also need money for their other child. So I'm gonna say, in my opinion, not the asshole. Okay, I don't know what Reddit's gonna think. I'm guessing not the asshole, but okay, we got it correct. We got it correct. Whew, okay. Post number two. Post number two. Am I the asshole for turning in my parents for owning legal firearms? Context. I recently lost my job and my parents practically begged me back to live with them while I planned the next steps in life. I wanted to go back to school and pursue a master's degree, but when I got back, it was clear they had other plans. I'm ace, but they were convinced I'm gay and were going to force me into conversion therapy through the church. When I refused, they kicked me out less than 4 days later, including the weekend. My parents had the police wake me up and evict. This is insane. This is insane, chat. Holy shit. Okay. Living in motels until I find an apartment. They are withholding all my possessions and specifically said they would damage my PC. Fuck these parents so much. I'm arranging a police escort when I show up with a U-Haul so I wouldn't feel safe going there alone or with just a friend. And the majority of my family don't speak to me. Am I the asshole for telling the police in advance of my dad's stash of illegal firearms, including handguns? We are in Canada. They are in Canada. Okay, so here's the thing. I hate the parents. I also don't like guns. This wasn't a difficult decision to begin with, and it became even easier now that I know like the parents are awful, and then the fact they're in Canada as well. Because I'm pretty sure like having illegal firearms in the United States, obviously a big deal. But I think having illegal firearms in Canada, probably an even bigger deal. In no world are these parents, or in no world is OP an asshole. Also, Toast, I cannot speak French, so if you can like try and speak English in chat, just so I can read it, so that way I can properly moderate. Because like if I can't read French, then I don't know what you're saying. You could be saying anything. You could be saying anything, and I have no clue if it's okay or not. You're totally fine though. You're totally fine. It just, if I can't read it, I can't moderate it, unfortunately. So this person's obviously, and I'm sure you're not saying anything bad. I'm sure you're not saying anything bad, but I can't know for sure. Saying the cops need to arrest those parents. I agree. Not the asshole, obviously. This was drama though. This was drama. And honestly, parents scary. Because like if you are Canadians and you have like illegal guns, that's, to me, that's extra scary. I feel like it's harder to get guns in Canada. Am I correct on that? Is it harder to get guns in Canada? I will also know that I can barely speak French. I am an imposter. Well, guess what? I can speak no French. So you're doing better than me. Okay, here's our final post. Am I the asshole for telling my partner's cousin to grow up or get out of our lives? Immediately, don't know. Without reading further, this is sort of a toss-up because we have no context of what is going on here. Okay. My parents' sister, 21 years old, has just got a new puppy to help her cope with losing the family dog to cancer. We picked up the puppy on New Year's Day. She refused to put anything on social media until a few days later when the family had met the puppy. Last night, she put an Instagram post out, same as my partner, welcoming the puppy to the family, etc. About an hour later, their dad got a text from her auntie asking them to take down the post as it made her cousin, also 21-year-old, upset that she couldn't get a puppy and that the auntie had had the cousin in tears on the phone to her. You cannot be a 21-year-old crying that someone got something that you don't. I don't think that's allowed. Like maybe there's some like extreme fringe stuff that like I can't think of right now that maybe it'd be okay. But like when it's things like this, like you're too old. Like if your 10-year-old cries that their cousin got a puppy and they didn't, it's still not okay, to be honest. A 10-year-old crying about that, I think it's more acceptable, but I think you got to talk to your 10-year-old, be like, hey, we can't be crying because someone else got something that you can't. Okay. But it's a little bit more understandable. This is not a 21-year-old. That's not okay. My partner's dad pointed out to the auntie that was ridiculous, as it had nothing to do with her cousin. Her cousin messaged me asking if I felt the same way. I did not. After about an hour of arguing, my parents and I told her cousin to grow up or not to bother with us anymore. Was this out of line or a valid response? I don't think you had to say this. I don't know exactly how they said this on the phone. I'm sure there's a nicer way to say this, but also I don't think this is like horribly mean or anything. I don't think they crossed a line at all. Not the asshole, right? Obviously. I got all three of these correct, by the way. Very easy to get all three of them correct, by the way. None of those were difficult. Difficult. But it's fun to read. It's fun to read them. All right, chat. It is time. It is time for some Tiny Bookshop. Hey, Tony Bookshop. Hey, I'm booking here. That's my alter ego. When I'm dealing books, I become Tony Bookshop. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be Tony Bookshop today. Playing some Tiny Bookshop. It's gonna be a good time. We are in the winter season right now. And I believe we still need to figure out how to get a character. There are a couple of characters that are in a band together. And wait, did I get the music off? I think I forgot to turn the music off. Okay, I'm turning the music off. We're good. We're good. There are a couple of characters that want to perform at the lighthouse, and we need to figure out how to talk to someone there to get it so they can like get a venue set up there. Okay, let me click resume game here quick. So we're gonna try and figure that out today. But first, I had to take a drink. I have a lot of drama books, and I have a lot of classic and a lot of kids books. Books, literature. I hate books. Well, that's not the game for you here. I like books. I don't read enough is like the truth of the situation. Okay, it is winter 8th, year 1. So we are a full week into winter. Fortunately, I have to head out now, but that was so much fun. Have a lovely stream and a day of the week, friends. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. Rouge. I need to straighten myself out. Okay, Rouge. I hope you have a wonderful night. I appreciate you for coming by. I appreciate you so much. I'm gonna get it right. I'm gonna get it right. Okay, I promise. I promise you. Okay, so we apparently sold a bunch of books at the hospital. So we're not going to go back to the hospital. Ooh, exam phase starts. So I think we're going to sell at the university today. So what books sell well at the university? That's what we need to figure out. Also, in 5 minutes, I'm running ads. I just looked over and we have 5 minutes. Also, I'm going to make sure I switched. Okay, I did not switch the category. Okay, we're switching it. It's switched. We're good. We're good. We've done it. We've done it. We've switched it. Okay, here we go. What sells well at the university? There it is. Classic, fact, and drama. Drama. Okay, classic, fact, and drama. Also, do I want to buy any of these? I'm going to buy the 10 coin secondhand books because we need books. We need more books for some of these categories. We truly, ooh, this one, this 30 coins, but we are very low on fact books. 1 day until March break. That's exciting. How many days do you get off for March break, Toast? Okay, 30 fact books. That's worth it. That's absolutely worth it because we're running a little low. Not that we were going to run out necessarily anytime soon, but I don't want to run too low. Don't want to run too low. Okay, I think we're good with our setup, to be honest. 17 expenses, though, is crazy, actually. That's a little crazy. What do we want to get rid of? This is +1, +3 daily expenses, but it is +1 to all book sales chance. That's actually worth it. What about on the inside? Is there anything that we have set up here that costs just a ton for daily expenses? What about this plant? I think we're good. That's just a lot of daily expenses, to be honest. It's a lot. I think it all just adds up. There's nothing in here specifically that's like boosting it by a crazy amount. We're going to go here to the university. We're going to set up all of our book stuff like we normally do. We do 5 of each. Let me get rid of those down there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I messed this spot up a little bit, but we are good. We have done it. Also, I need to switch my camera over. I need to switch my camera to the other side. That is center left. There we go. We're good. We're good. I moved it to the right spot now. Forgot to change that as well. You get a week off. A week off is pretty nice. Yeah, it's right. Tomorrow, Friday the 13th. We get 3 of those this year, actually, which is kind of crazy. That's a lot of Friday. That's the max in a year you can have, I believe. What books do we want to sell today? Oh, we actually don't want to put all those down there. What do we want to do? Let's look. Which ones does it say that we're going to sell a lot of? I know classics we want a lot of. I had 3 of those. Fact, I think, was another one. Fact. And then it was drama. We're going to add a couple more drama books. We can go to 10 on each, I think, actually. Ooh, no, we can't. No, we can't. We can do 10. Ooh, you know what? Actually, I have an idea. I have an idea. What other book type do we have that sells well minus the main 3? Because the main 3 I'm good with, like, putting them at 9. But there might be another book type here that might sell 1 extra. Like, what else could... Let's see. What do we do? What do we do? Which of the 3 9 are going to sell the best, actually? It's going to be classics. Classics is going to sell a little bit better. So I think that's what we're going to bring. Friday, Friday, Friday. Ooh. That song is bad. That song is bad, Toast. Welcome on in, Joss. Thank you so much for the lurk. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. Okay, here we go. What's going on? Exhausted student. Why does it have to be exam season again? Just relax. Oh no, I dropped my notes. Don't drop your notes. Do not drop your notes. There's snow on the ground. The notes are going to get wet. Toast, do you like that song? I'm very sorry. I'm just joshing. I'm just joshing. Just joshing. You can like it. You can like it. It's fine. We don't have to like everything. That's just, you know, the same amount. It's just I didn't grow up with the song necessarily, but it was popular. It was popular when I was in school, and it was played a lot. Truly, that's the main reason I'm not a fan of it. Also, unfortunately, I do have to run ads now. So if you need to go grab a snack, if you need to go grab a drink, if you got to use the bathroom, then it's going to be the perfect time to do that because we are running ads. I'll see y'all when you get back. Also, you can always, if you want to avoid ads, you can always use your Amazon free sub if you feel like it, unless you're using it on someone else or you would prefer to use it on someone else. I figured I'd bring it up. Here are the ads. Here we go. Okay. What's up? Do you have an educational book for kids? I need a little tutoring. Do you have anything like Barmy British Empire? Maybe. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. You're not getting ads, Toast? That's good. That is very nice. It's nice when you can avoid ads for no reason. So we need an educational book for children. Okay, so we're going to look at the fact books here, and we're going to see if any of them seem like they'd be suitable for like a child. So botany in a day. They want Well, let's see what the book that they had before was about actually first. History of the British Empire is full of horrible people and horrible deeds. It's true. It's true. It's absolutely true. I don't think that one's for children, though. I think we need, how did whales get so big? And other curious questions about animals, nature, geology, and planet Earth. This sounds, are you a child who can't stop asking questions? This is perfect. This is perfect. This is the perfect book. Absolutely perfect. Oh no, Toast, did you actually end up getting ads instead? That sucks. That sucks. You see, the thing is here is you got a little bit of taste of freedom. And you lost it. It's gone. It tricked you. Twitch tricked you. Okay. So this person is buying a decent amount of books. This person's buying a couple. Let's see. What are we doing here? Is any named NPCs coming by? I'm guessing we're gonna get some named NPCs here soon. This person's buying an insane amount of fact and classics. So many. That's so many books. Okay, this person's buying even more. Okay, now they're done. That's what I get for bringing it up. Something poetic would be nice. I quite like historical settings and enjoy a good classic from time to time. What can you recommend for a collector like me? So poetry, and they like historical settings. Good classic. Interesting, interesting. Okay, this is an essay. A Room of One's Own, Virginia Woolf. 14th century poem, A Green Knight on a Green Horse. Historical, it's a classic. It's poetry. I think this is what we want. Sir Gawain and the Green Knight. We're gonna recommend that and hope it's the perfect fit. It's the perfect fit, chat. We're doing excellent today. I believe the last time we played this game, we were not doing so well. We failed a lot of recommendations, unfortunately. Okay, we need another recommendation here. Give me a fact book. I'm looking for something poetic right now, but I'm not going to read any of that popular science. I'm on a deadline. Okay, so this is tricky because we only have one fact book left. Also, welcome back from the ad break, everyone. Hope the ads weren't too bad. Hope they were not too bad. We are trying to recommend a book to this person. They want a fact book, but they also want something poetic, which is strange. I don't really know how you make a fact book poetic. I mean, I guess you just write it in a way where it rhymes, but I don't think that's pretty niche. I don't know if I can find something for this person because they also don't want popular science. So I don't know how to find something for them. What we don't talk about when we talk about fat. This revolutionary book aims to challenge the cultural attitudes and systemic biases behind anti-fatness and calls for a social justice movement that includes fat activism. We're for it. We're for it. But I don't know if this person wants this book specifically. I could try and see if they'll take it, but I don't think they will. Oh, it works. Okay, they're fine with it. They were absolutely fine with it. I'm good with that. I don't need a perfect match every time. I just need it to at least be something they'll accept. Anne's here. Anne's here. I'm going to take a drink first. This game has a lot of reading in it, and so my throat gets dry quickly. Oh, hey. I'm going to get my oven ready for pizza now. Pizza. What kind of pizza are you making, Fox? I love pizza. Pizza is perfect for watching someone stream as well, by the way. Oh, sorry. I slept about 3 hours last night and leading to suboptimal brain function. But I still have more revision to do. So, by the way, how is your investigation with Fern going? I can't help but find it all rather funny. That mascot looks so silly after being deflated. It's true. That's right. I forgot about that. We have a murder investigation going on. An inflatable arm flailing arm flailing guy got popped. Not popped, stabbed, actually. And we're trying to figure out who did it. It's going to be pepperoni and jalapeno. Oh my God, it's so perfect for eating while watching streams. I love to eat while watching streams or eating while watching things on YouTube. Also perfect. Also perfect. The pizza sounds delicious. I don't do pepperoni, obviously, because I don't eat meat. But I'm imagining jalapeno, and it's so good. I love jalapeno on pizza. Also, hello, Moira. My gods, I just can't spend a minute longer in that study hall. What a depressing place. And distracting, too. Back in school, I had no problem doing my work in the busiest places. During Dad's rehearsals, in Liberty during summer break, no idea how I did that. Closest I've come to feeling calm and concentrated today is in here. Well, I'm very, very glad, Moira. Glad that my little wagon is nice and cozy and relaxing. You ever thought about letting people study here? It's really, really small in there. It's so cramped. There is not enough space for somebody to sit inside and like study while other people are trying to shop. Like, I think the inside of the wagon there's enough space for maybe 4 people back to back. And even that is pushing it a little bit, in my opinion. I don't think we can have someone study in there. They can study out here, though, maybe. Set up a couch and let people study. That's an idea. That's an idea. Decorate with 5 calming items. Lo-fi study sessions. We're gonna set it up. We're gonna figure out some calming items. And if I have to, I'm gonna try and buy some at the what is it called? The little selling day on Saturday. They have the flea market. The flea market. That's what you call it, a flea market. You might have to move a few things around decorations wise, but I'm sure it would be a massive success. I think you're probably right. I think you're probably right, Moira. And I'm gonna look into doing that. I'm gonna look into doing that because I think it is a great idea. Again, though, I like my idea of having a couch out here. A nice big couch out here would be sick. That would be really nice. Okay, we are out of fact books. They sold so well. The drama books did not sell super well, though, unfortunately. That is too bad. That is too bad. Moira's the last person in, though. We are closing up shop now. Is there anything else? Oh, we need to talk to you still. Because we need one more recommendation for you. Ooh, I should have gone to her at the beginning of the day. The drama, the style, the emotions. It has to be a play for me. Also, I could get into a romance novel. Okay, so we need a play or romance novel. A dramatic play by Russian playwright Chekhov about the interpersonal relationships of artists, aspiring and jaded alike. In the 19th century Russian countryside, love triangles, family clashes, and aspirations of fame abound. Also, Chekhov's gun is definitely in this. So, drama, the style, the emotions, they want to play. This is a play. Also, you need a romance novel. There's romance in this. I think this is just it. I think this is a perfect match. Exactly. We did it. Hell yeah, chat. We did it. They're putting on a new production soon. That's sick. You should go see it then. I've never heard of the Seagull. Never heard of it. Professor Wen. Well. You are more knowledgeable than I thought. I will add the Seagull to my research list. I have to admit, I'm impressed. No one has ever matched my literary expertise before. We've done it. We did it, chat. We finished up that challenge. We gave the professor 3 perfect recommendations. We did so well. We did so well, except for the times that we failed the recommendations, of course, but we're not going to talk about those. Chat, zip it. Zip it. No talking about those. Now, I think you should have this. Bust of St. Buxton. Was St. Buxton busty? Did St. Buxton have a big old rack? Who knows, chat? Who knows? Who knows? So this is the famous St. Buxton. Why does he look different in every likeness? Bring this to Harper. Maybe she'll know more. Whenever you successfully recommend a play, plus 3% to drama sale chance, and plus 3% to classic sale chance. This could be really useful. Because I think about once or twice every day we have to recommend something, and well, we get more recommendations that, but usually 1 or 2 of the 3 to 4 recommendations we get, it's like they want to play. It feels that way anyways. So this could be really nice. And don't lose it. Buxton might yet reveal a secret to you. Now please leave me alone. I have research to do. All right, all right, all right. You can be left alone. Okay, we're closing down. I think we had a good day of selling stuff. I think we sold a really decent amount of stuff. And I'm very happy with it. We're going to buy these because it's 5 coins and we're going to get like 20 to 30 books. There's no reason not to grab it. How many books is this? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 18, 20 something. This is about 30 books probably. I'm very happy with that. 30 books for 5 coins. That's, I mean, it's great. It's great value. Again, this is gonna be about 30 books probably. Oop, have at least 1,000 books in your storage. I just got an achievement called Private Library. Very, very nice. We love that. So we now have a crazy amount of books. I'm fine with a crazy amount of books. I think that's fine. I think that's absolutely fine. Today, there's nothing specifically going on. So we could go back to the university. You know what we're going to do, actually? Instead of doing that, instead of doing that, because students are currently taking exams, so they're stressed out. I don't think honestly, I think what we're going to do is I think we're going to go to, where is it? The lighthouse, because we need to talk to Tomas, because we sold 15 drama books. So we need to talk to Tomas because we finished up that challenge. So that's my plan. We need drama, crime, fantasy, and fact. We can sell a bunch of different stuff there then, it seems like. I think we're good with that. So let's go lighthouse. Where's there's lighthouse. This is my plan. We're gonna fill this back up again, like we always do. And then we're gonna talk to Tomas, who should show up. He shows up every time we're there, it feels like. So let's see. And what do we want to sell here? We want to sell. We want to have at least 1 or 2 extra of these. For like 2 minutes, I forgot my pizza already, and then I got really excited when I remembered. We love that though, because man, remembering you have a pizza. I've had that happen a few times, and then I've like panicked and ran up to check on it. It is scary though. It is scary. Drama and crime. We're gonna do a little, like 2 more of drama and crime for sure. And then fantasy and fact. Fantasy and fact. Okay, that's what we're doing for sure. And now we're gonna look and see which ones have like a high sale chance here of like the ones that have 5 left. Maybe we do like an extra classic just to have a little bit more. And which of these have the highest sales chance? It's crime and drama. So then we're gonna add like an extra crime and drama. Ooh. And then I guess an extra drama at the end as well, because it has a slightly higher chance. Let's do that. And now let's hope that Tomas shows up so we can complete that challenge. And now I want pizza though. I really want pizza. Maybe I do some pizza after stream. I'll go over calories a little bit, but that's fine. What is this? Oh, is it like a snow sculpture or something? That's what it looks like to me. Also, that wheelchair in the snow, that has to be a nightmare. That has to be an absolute nightmare, chat. Yummy, what are you going to have on it? I have no idea yet. Probably black olives, though. Probably black olives. I think that sounds really good. I have to say, I enjoyed those books I got from you. That's right. Tomas is like Northern European. Like probably either Danish or Dutch or Swedish or Norwegian, maybe. I cannot do any of those accents, though. I like this scarf. The scarf is really nice. I do enjoy that scarf. I'm not much of a scarf person, though. Not much of an accessory person. I kind of just put a coat on, and then if I need to, some boots, and I'm good to go. And maybe a hat. Actually not a hat. Not a hat. A hood, maybe. I do hoods, not hats. That's what I would say. Yeah. I think even if it's like -20 and there's snow, it's just a hood. It's a hood situation for me, and zipped up in a hood. I love scarves and accessories. I have a bunch of scarves. We love that. I wish I was a scarf person. I wish I was an accessory person. Just not though. I can't make myself something I'm not either, unfortunately. I have to say, I enjoyed those books I got from you. Your drama selection was quite eye-opening. Stamp collected. Am I the drama? Okay, we sold 15. So I've been thinking, isn't Buxtonbury supposed to be a town of culture? Then where is our theater scene? The performing arts are so underappreciated. It's true. True. Chat, can I give a hell yeah? Can I hear one? Can I get a hell yeah for art being underappreciated? You should recommend more stage plays to people so they'll finally know what they're missing. Okay, recommend 3 plays at the Lighthouse. I can do that. I can absolutely do that. Let's hope they finally develop some taste. We can absolutely do that. Hoping it happens quickly. Harper's here. Harper's here. I should have brought the bust of St. Buxton, because then Harper could tell me about it. Okay, this person needs a recommendation. So thank you for the hell yeah, Fox. Thank you. Okay, so like I could go for a manhwa or manga. I wouldn't mind something with detective, and I'm a crime fan. So you want a crime manga? Yep, love crimes. We all love crimes. We love crime. Okay, let's see. You want a manga, but you also want crime. I don't think I have a crime manga. I don't think I have that. But maybe I can just give you a manga or a crime book. Maybe that's how it works. Huh. Interesting, interesting. Do I want to look over here and see if we have a manga? I don't think we do. Okay, interesting, interesting. We're gonna try and give them a crime book then. Something with a detective. We're gonna start over here. We're gonna look and see if any of these have detectives in them. The Lost Symbol by Dan Brown. He's the Da Vinci Code guy. Once again, symbologist Robert Langdon has to decode the secrets of old to save his mentor. This is not a detective book. The Last Time I Lied. Riley Sager, mature reading. Emma remembers the night her cabin mates snuck out. Some of it. The memory gaps still haunt her. 15 years later, she reluctantly returns to Camp Nightingale, and it feels like someone's waiting for her to break. Chilling and twisty YA thriller. That sounds good, but it's not a detective book. This is also not a detective book. Hostage situation, bank robber. Everyone in my family has killed someone. Shortly after, Ernest arrives at a secluded ski lodge for the Cunningham family reunion. A body is found in the snow. Ernie writes how-to books for mystery writers. He knows the best rules, formulas, and tropes, but he's never been this close to this many suspects. Not a detective book necessarily. Kind of, if we have nothing else, this might be our option. This Book Will Bury Me by Ashley Winstead. After her father's death, Janeway finds a vehicle for her grief and unanswered questions. True crime discussion boards. She'll do anything to chase down new leads on a cold case, but her new online friends are hiding dark secrets of their own. An unputdownable thriller. It's not what I'm looking for. Detective Poirot. It's Agatha Christie. This is what we're doing. Obviously, this is the right one for a detective crime book after the funeral. Usually, death precedes a funeral. But with this English family, things go awry quickly, and only Detective Poirot can help them find out who done did it now. We're going to go with that one. If it's not a fit, then they weren't going to accept anything that I was looking for. And they accepted it. We're good with it then. We're good. We're doing all right, chat. We're doing all right. Okay, is Harper going to talk to me? Or is Harper just looking for books? Back book for Harper. Are you going to buy some more? You're going to need a recommendation, I bet. Maybe? Okay, you also picked up a fantasy book. We're good with that. Okay, Fern's here. Fern's here. Oh, so you found out who had the knife. What a breakthrough. But wait. Don't tell me who it is yet. I still need to write down my current thoughts on the case, and I need to be unbiased. But you should go on and confront them with the evidence. See what they have to say and make notes of their reaction. We found out that it might have been Tilda, who is a much older lady, and we think maybe she popped the floating, or not the floating, but the wacky flailing arm flailing sales thing. I don't know how to say it. So we're gonna confront her with it at the hospital. I believe that's where she still is. So, hi, good to see you. Ooh, I have some news. You're not gonna want to miss the winter market. I've decided that Liberty should finally join the stalls there. I mean, what could go better with a winter stroll than a hot drink to warm your hands? That's such a good idea. I want a warm horchata. That's what I want. If I'm out in the cold, a warm horchata. That would be amazing. This month has been kind of hard on us with Tilda's hospital stay. My nan hasn't really been herself. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Chat, what do you like to drink when it's cold out? Do y'all do like hot chocolates, or do you do coffee? Do you do horchata? I just remembered I got to see Devo live a few years ago. It was an incredible show. That's amazing. We love Devo, especially those first couple of albums. So good. So good. I think I love their debut album the most, but their second and third albums are also big. They're definitely in my rotation when I want to listen to some like new wave stuff. Their first album has a little bit more post-punk stuff going on as well. The first record is a little bit more post-punk. It's still predominantly new wave, but it's a little bit more post-punk. And then like the second and third, definitely just straight up a new wave. I also got to say Wu-Tang Clan at the same festival. They're also incredible. I bet they were. Man, I love Wu-Tang. We love Wu-Tang. So I'm just hoping a good writer market will make people a little happier, you know? Do coffee and coffees and hot chocolates that's great. We love that. I don't drink coffee, but I'm sure there's a coffee out there that I would like. I'm sure that exists. A chat and a cuppa. Drop by the winter market to visit your friend Moira at their stall. I'm definitely going to do that. The winter market is coming up here. I think, is it the next day or is it later in the month? Hey. Will you come by? Might be a little busy, but there's always time for a chat when my friends drop by. I will be there. I absolutely will be there, Moira. Do not doubt it. We are helping Harper find a book. Hi. Can I get a book? I tend to lean a little more towards nonfiction. Also, books about animals are always a good shout. Death in Yellowstone is one of my all-time favorites. Okay, that's a little dark, but that's fine. I'm going to take a little drink here, chat. I'm going to take a little bit of a drink. Delicious. Absolutely delicious, chat. Okay. So we need to find a book about animals, non-fiction book about animals. We can do that, I think. I think we can do that here. But we're going to have to get lucky. Do I have nothing? I have nothing, potentially. How to train a super dog? Non-fiction. Okay. Non-fiction book about animals. This is about animals. And it is non-fiction. But it's about raising dogs specifically. It's potentially what I need to go with, actually, though. So I don't think any of these. This is a food book. This one is about a woman traveling solo, which there might be talk of animals in there, but it's not a book about animals. Journey to the Center of the Earth is a volcano book. Book of Tea is just a book about tea. This is about training like dogs. This is about history and stuff and like political forecasts and stuff. Chemistry. I think this is our option. How to train a super dog. This won't be a perfect match, I don't think. Maybe it'll be a match though. Maybe. Is this good enough for you? It's a perfect match somehow. Okay, that's fine. Food book can be non-fiction. I gotcha. Fox. That's really good. That's really good, Fox. God, I love naan. Naan is so good. I love Indian food in general. Man, I need to get some more Indian food soon. Soon. It needs to happen. It needs to happen. Okay, so Harper's buying a bunch of stuff. Oh, Fern needs a recommendation. Do you have a favorite dish when you go to an Indian place? I'm a big fan of Matar Paneer, which is peas in like it's a red sauce, but it's more orangey. It's a more orangey sauce, and then paneer, where it's like the cheese in the cubes. So good, so good. Hello, I'm here on research. I'm a huge sci-fi nerd. Also, I tend to enjoy the classics. Do you want a sci-fi book? Is what I think. Hacker paid to track players making illegal bets inside the Warcross game. This seems like good sci-fi. Huge sci-fi nerd. This also sounds good. It's an immersive YA series. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna write this down because this sounds kind of fun. And also because it's a YA book, it's not gonna be like crazy in depth. Sometimes that's the issue I have with like sci-fi and fantasy books, is when there's too much detail, where it like really wants to immerse you in the world, but it spends like a chapter trying to tell you about how the world works. Like show, don't tell, please. Warcross. I've seen the books in the game before, but I've never written it down before, so I'm writing it down this time. Not sure. I haven't had too much Indian food overall, so I want to try stuff and find out what I would really like. Definitely try stuff out. I think that's one of the most fun parts about discovering like food and cuisine in general, is just figuring out what you like. We're gonna recommend this. And I'm hoping it's a good match. It's a good match. Oh, I didn't think much of the cover, but consider my mind blown. I really like my Indian food spicy. I don't always go with like the hottest option, but I'm usually in that second like top tier. I really like my food spicy. I really do. I like it when it makes my nose run. But that's right. It is easier to eat Indian food when you're at home. I will say I do prefer like ordering Indian food and getting it delivered, because then like when my nose runs, it's less embarrassing. But me too. I love spicy. Give me the hot stuff. Man, spicy food is so good. I love it. I really do love it. But I need something to drink with it though. I do need something to drink with it. So then I usually go with a mango lassi. My sister got a pistachio one, just like within the last month when we went out. Man, I tried a little bit of it. It was so good. It was so good. Okay, so none of these I want to buy. None. Oh, hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate box. I appreciate you. Box opens up a chest. The most valuable thing inside is a dwarven sword. I think I really do like how the dwarven weapons and stuff look in Skyrim. And I like how the dwarven armor looks in Skyrim as well. It feels like it should be like higher level stuff though. Like I believe it's like after iron, I believe it's dwarven. Which, I don't know, I guess something has to be after iron, but the dwarven stuff looks so cool. Been here lurking in the words mango lassi have pricked my ears. Hello, Becca. Hello. Hope you're doing well. Mango lassi is so good. I love lassis so much. I don't know if that's the correct plural or not. If you say lassies, or if lassie is also like correct, you know, like here are a bunch of lassi, or do you say like here are a bunch of lassies? I don't know which is correct. Man, they're so good. They're so good. Also, I hope you're doing well today, Becca. Hope you're doing well. What's on it's waterfront fish market. I think I'm actually fine with not going to the fish market. I don't need to go to it. I think we're good. Wait though, actually, let me look. Do I have any like goals and stuff? I don't know if it's you or me, but I'm hearing some feedback right now. It might be me. This happens once every couple of streams. It should go away like within a minute. I'm not gonna unplug my mic. I did that once before, actually. I was thinking about there for a second. I did that once before and it reset all of my audio settings. Just stopped. Sick. It's like I said, it usually doesn't last longer than a minute. but it does happen every so often. I'm just glad it's not like a permanent thing. And I can deal with 30 to 45 seconds of it every couple of streams. It sucks. I wish it wouldn't happen at all, but there are worse issues that can happen. There are worse issues that can happen. And also it doesn't seem like I could do anything about it. So I've tried various things. What were we gonna do? We were gonna check the fish market. We were gonna check the market to see if there was anything that I needed to do there. If there's a reason for me to go there. I don't have any like things over here. Okay, apparently these are like feed the stray, find the dog. Apparently there's a dog there at some point. You know what? Becca, since you're here, we're gonna go to the waterfront and hope that dog shows up. That's the plan. We're gonna see if the dog shows up. Because apparently there is a dog that shows up there. Maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe we'll get lucky. Let's see here. I'm just gonna fill this up with my normal set of books. Kids, travel, and then what sells well at the waterfront? Travel, fact, and fantasy. So we're gonna go travel. We're gonna add like 3 more travel. We're gonna add 3 more fact, and we're gonna do 3 more fantasy. That's the thing. When we see the dog, we're gonna have to ask Becca what kind of dog it is, because I will not know. I will have no idea. Okay, watch it just be a Chihuahua. It'll just be a Chihuahua at the fish market dock. It's like your traditional dog that you see at a fish market is a Chihuahua, right? Okay, what else do I want to add in here? You know what? Maybe we just go like we don't need. Do we go all in on these books? Maybe we do. Maybe we do. Maybe that's just fine. And then which one of these 3 has they're all the same basically. We're gonna add an extra travel, I think. Waterfront Square. Here we go. Here we go, chat. Please, please, dog. Please, please give us the dog. I'm gonna look around and see if the dog is here. I don't know. It's the dog. The dog's here, chat. The dog is here. Who are you? Rough. Stray dog. Good dog. This dog is good. Of course. Okay, Becca, if you're here, we need to know this dog breed. This little stray seems a bit hungry. Okay, I want to feed the stray. What do we feed the dog? Would you like to pet the dog? Yes, 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 yes. Yes, I would. The dog loved it. The dog loved it. We're gonna be best friends with this dog. Can I buy a fish? Looks like an Aussie or Border Collie. We love that. We love that. Raw fish. We're buying the raw fish and we're gonna feed this fish to the dog. Okay. Make sure not to leave that fish just lying around. We're giving it to the dog, sir. It will be lying around. Some of the gulls around here can be vicious. It's fine. It's for a dog. If you ask me, you should cook it sooner rather than later. I'm giving it to a dog. It tastes best grilled or in a stew. The dog doesn't care. The dog doesn't care. But if you don't eat fish, maybe share with our stray over there. Yes, that's what I'm doing. I know he'll love it. He absolutely will. Also, this dog is not going to be a stray soon. This dog is going to be mine. Woof, woof. He's intently eyeing the raw fish. Yes, buddy, this is for you. Woof, woof, woof. It loves it. This dog is ours. He looks so excited. Seems like he enjoys fish. Feed the stray, throw the dog a treat. He seems to really like fish, and you apparently. Will you come with me? Will you please come with me? Okay. It's not coming with us yet. The coastal wildlife of Buxton Bay. I leave. I think I accidentally clicked on that. Okay, we love that dog. We need that dog to... Oh, Ruff. Hey, he's following you. Seems like he really wants to stay with the bookshop. We did it, chat. We did it. This dog is ours. Would you like to take him home with you? Yes. Yes, 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 yes. This dog and this cat are going to be best friends. Stray dog. He used to live on a fishing boat, but now he never leaves your side. When successfully recommending a book, +2 coins, while in shop, +3 daily expenses. He's worth every penny. Or she, I don't know, I guess. I guess we don't know the gender of this dog. But chat, we can decide. No, well, they're saying he. Okay, so I was gonna say we could decide. We could make it up, but the game has decided this dog is a male. Okay, I'm fine with that. But now we need a name. Chat, Buddy, Behemoth, or Bailey. What do we like for this dog? I think I have a preference, but I'm asking y'all. I'm gonna ask y'all, what name do you prefer? Okay. Let me run a poll. Actually, a poll makes sense for this. Manage poll, new poll. Which name do we name this dog? Okay. Buddy, Behemoth, Bailey. I'm gonna put it in here. I'm just gonna do it for a minute. Okay. Bailey is gender neutral, so we can still decide the gender. That is true. That is true. I like Bailey. I also like Bailey. I think that's what we're gonna go with, to be honest. But I figure, yeah, Bailey, we got 2 votes on Bailey already. You know what? Screw it. Screw the poll. Screw the poll. We're gonna disregard the result. We're going with Bailey. Woof. He likes it. Adopt the stray. Officially adopt the stray dog. Welcome to the tiny family. Thank you, game, for giving me a dog. Also, oh my God, there's a little shirt on him. They have a little, the dog has a shirt. The dog has a shirt. We love this. Oh my God. This is amazing. This is amazing. I love an animal with a shirt. I love an animal with a shirt. I need your help choosing. Okay, Harper, I can help you. I can absolutely help you. One of our cats, we used to put a shirt on because he had a sore on his side. He, at some point, got into a fight with another cat or something, and he had like a little sore on his side. And because he also had FIV, which is like the feline version of HIV, like he healed really slowly, which is also like, I believe he also got FIV from that attack, unfortunately, because we used to let our cats outside. Wasn't my decision. Wasn't my decision. I would have kept them all inside if it was my decision. But he had that sore on his side, so we put shirts on him to cover it up, because otherwise he would lick it. He would lick the wound. It was not good. It was not good. I didn't like the situation at all. I want a fantasy book in a historical setting. Bonus points if it's epic. Yep, I already finished the last one. Okay, so Harper wants a fantasy book in a historical section, and it needs to be epic. So that's like a long book, I'm guessing. And that works for me. Let's see if I can find something though. Historical setting could be in drama, could also be in drama, or classic. Could be a classic as well. We're gonna look here though. A fantasy book in historical. Wait, it could also be in fantasy actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, could also be a fantasy book. Pizza has been created. That I'm so happy. I'm so happy for you, Fox. I think I'm gonna make pizza after stream now that you have pizza, because I love pizza, and I am gonna do black olives. I'm gonna do black olives on a cheese pizza. That's gonna be so good. It's gonna be amazing. The ruins of Gorlan. Rangers are mysterious figures believed to practice strange magic. But when young Will is chosen to become a ranger's apprentice, he discovers a whole new world of secrets, and on the horizon, a fierce enemy waits. This is a fantasy book. I don't know if it's a historical setting though. I have no idea. Pizza party. Pizza parties are sick. However, it's really hard to have a pizza party when you're a vegetarian, because you can't, like, someone's going to be disappointed. Somebody is going to be disappointed. Hi Peep is thinking about planning a virtual pizza party for stream. I'm so for this. I am so for this, Becca. I will be there. If you set this up, I will be there, okay? Man, that's such a good idea as well. Such a good idea. Okay, a feast for crows. A pizza. That's really good too. That is really good. Maybe for 500 followers, so definitely do it. Definitely do it. I'm so on board with this. Man. Ooh, that's such a good idea. I seriously could do party games. Party games would be sick as well. Ooh. Okay, this is gonna be in my brain. It's here. I'm ready. I'm ready for it. I'm ready. A feast for crows, a song of ice and fire. The war. This is already. I know this is a fantasy book in a historical setting, and it's epic. This is okay, but also, Harper is a child. I do not feel right recommending this book, even though the game won't care. The game will not care. This is just a random book in the game. Also, mature reading though. Maybe the game will care. Actually, I said 450 the other day. So happy for you, Becca. Well, you know, also I need to shout you out. I need to shout you out. Let's see. How do I shout out again? Shout out, and then do I have to add the what do you call it? What is it called? I don't know if I need to add the @ symbol when I do this. Is this gonna work? It did work. It did work. All right, sick. All right, sick. But you know, 450 is such a huge accomplishment, Becca. You've been working hard at it, and you deserve it. You deserve it, Becca. I just hit my 150 the other day. That was 3 days ago, which is crazy. I don't think you do for the official one. Okay. The official one's better. I need to start remembering to use the official one because I also have one that's !SO for shouting out. I think the official one's better because it puts the little banner up top and people can just click on it. I think it's easier for people to follow someone then. Like if it pops up, I'm more likely to click on it then versus if I do a shout out where it just like has a little message in chat, people have to click through. I use Mix It Up. And so Mix It Up, I like Mix It Up for a lot of things, but I think for the recommendations or like shout outs, I prefer to use just Twitch because it's a little bit better for shout outs in my opinion. I don't think I can recommend this book, by the way. I mean, I can, but I don't, the game might not like that I'm recommending a mature reading book to this child. So maybe I just have to hope that I have something else. How to get a girlfriend when you're a terrifying monster. Love queer paranormal romance? Sure, I'm into that. How about some funky space excursions and blushing eldritch abominations? I'm for it. Lino set mine up through Fossabot to do the official one with the hashtag, not hashtag, ! SO, and I copied that to Addie and Ash them. That also seems really, really nice. If you send that to me on Discord, maybe I can get that to, maybe I can figure out to get it to work with Mix It Up. It might literally just be the same thing, to be honest. But that would be great. Because I mean, it's not a big deal for me to do like the normal Twitch shout out. That's fine as well. But sometimes I forget and I do the ! SO instead. So it'd be nice for it to behave the same way, regardless of which one I used. Okay, this sounds great, but it's not what Harper is looking for. Dark Matter, this is a space book. Ancillary Justice, Imperial Ratch, #1. What would you do if you were a giant spaceship? This is also not a historical setting book. Okay, thankfully I brought so many fantasy books. Maybe one of these will work. Maybe one of these will work as well. Redwall Book 1. Welcome to Redwall, an abbey that offers the sanctuary of good food, warm fires, and brave tables. This world is not without its dangers, but if a humble mouse can claim a fabled sword, they might just go down in song and legend. I can send you the command. I'll go copy right now. I appreciate that. Thank you, Becca. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This sounds amazing. This book about a little mouse picking up a sword. I want to be a little mouse picking up a sword. That sounds lovely. That sounds absolutely lovely. We will see. If I don't have anything else, maybe I go that. The Hunger Games, not a historical setting. Okay, so now we end up in the predicament. Do we go with this book that might work? It might be okay. This sounds like a fantasy book, but it might not. It's like not a historical setting. However, to be fair, this is probably also not a historical setting because this is just a medieval setting. It's also mature reading, and I don't know if the game would like that. So, okay, this is a little tricky. You know what we're gonna do? I feel more confident in this being correct in terms of fantasy book and historical setting. It's not really historical setting though, but I don't like that it's mature reading. Like I feel weird giving it to a child. But this is also a good learning opportunity to see if it actually matters that is mature reading and we're giving it to a child. So we can see if this actually like affects anything. Let's see what happens. Okay, you're gonna get nightmares. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. We learned something here though, chat. We learned something, and that's important. Also, this dog, we love this dog so much. Also, I need to pet my cat as well. Amazing, absolutely amazing. Okay, we need to get a dog bed for this dog. We cannot have this dog laying in the snow out here. It's gonna get wet. It's gonna get cold. The dog might like laying in the snow as well, though. Depending on like how thick the fur is, this might actually be nice. This dog might be getting cooled down nicely. So a lot of these big dogs that have like lots of fur literally are just like overheating if they're indoors and it is like 70. Wait, what? You got a dog? I did, Anne. I did. Oh my gosh, why didn't you tell me? I literally just got it, Anne. This is the first time I am seeing you since I got this dog. I literally got this dog 10 minutes ago, max, okay? You need to relax. We're not dating, Anne, okay? We're not dating, Anne. He is so cute. Hi, cutie. Oh, I think he likes me. This just made my day. I'm very glad, Anne. I forgot what I was doing, but it doesn't matter now. My new mission is to pet this baby. Please, Lord, have her date me. Please, Lord, have her date me. Okay. People are buying books. We've made a little bit. We made a little bit of money so far. It's nothing crazy yet. We've only actually been out here for a very small period of time. We just spent a little bit of time with the dog and then finding a recommendation for Harper. So it feels much longer than it actually is. Okay. Fantasy books sold over here. Are they going to need a recommendation, or are they okay? They just bought the one book. Unfortunately, it's just the one book. Chat, what's the last book y'all have read? The last book I read would have been the second Percy Jackson book. That was earlier this year as well. That was like maybe January. I need to get back into reading. I definitely need to get back into reading or listening to audiobooks, that is. But we will do that. We will do that. Hopefully soon. I'll maybe start the third Percy Jackson audiobook. I technically started it before, but I literally got like less than a minute into the first chapter. So I'll just start over. Okay, again, oh, I'll buy this actually. 15 coins for like 30 books. We will do that. That works for me. That's about 30 books. I reread Inherent Vice, one of my favorite books. I've never read it. I know there's a movie. What is that about? Just generally, like obviously no spoilers or anything, but like what is it about in general? Also, where are we going to go today? Are we going to go? You know what? We should go back to the lighthouse. We should go back to the lighthouse because we need to do the thing up here. What was it? What was the thing we had to do here? Let me look. Recommend 3 plays at the lighthouse. That's right. So we need to get some recommendations for plays here. And actually, thankfully, I do have an item that gives more recommendations. This. It's not amazing to have, but it does give 1 extra recommendation per day, which would be good. Also, I want this dog like somewhere else potentially. You know what? We're going to put the dog right at the doorway. So when people come in, they have to pet the dog. We're trying to up our dog pets per minute here, okay? We're trying to get this dog pet as much as they can. And honestly, is it possible for us to put the cat on the table? Yes. We're putting the cat on the table and we're hanging this sign up here in the window. We want both the dog and the cat to get as many pets as possible. And also, they are my guards. They are my guards, so nobody can steal a book. If somebody comes in here and tries stealing a book, they're going to get scratched and bit, okay? That's my policy. If you try and steal a book, you're getting fucking scratched and bit. Okay. we are gonna go here to the lighthouse. What books do we want to sell, actually? That's 5. Okay, we're gonna reset this all up, and then we're gonna figure out what books sell well here again. It's drama, fantasy, and crime. Welcome on, Nick. How are you? How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a nice day. We're just selling some books. We're just selling some books, having a grand old time. I have a dog now, by the way. You have discovered my lizard command. We're going crazy with it. We're going crazy with it today. Nope. I exited out of my app accidentally on my phone because I have it set up to just, I can click on my phone and stuff, and I accidentally exited out of it. There we go. I tried pressing it too much and I accidentally closed the app. We're good though. We figured it out. Okay, let's see. What do we need here? What sells well here again? I literally just look drama, fantasy, and crime. So we're gonna go like 3 more of each: drama, fantasy, and crime. What is everyone's favorite genre of book? How are you doing? I'm doing well. I'm doing really well. I'm having a good time with the game. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. It's a very chill time. It's a very cozy time. It's nice and relaxing. You can kind of just take your time. There's also a lot of good opportunities to kind of just sit and talk to chat if I want to. There's not a lot going on if I don't want it going on. Yeah, does anyone have like favorite genres for books? I really like YA stuff. I really like YA stuff. I think YA stuff. I mean, it's tough to call YA a genre, I guess. It's more of a category, which is also the same thing, but YA is very broad because there's a lot of like you could have a fantasy YA book. You could have like a crime YA, but you could have any genre as a YA book. I also read a lot of YA. I just like that YA is generally not like, I don't have to like really pay attention super intently. They're not going to throw a lot of words at me that I don't understand. Not that I can't like figure out the words or like that I don't have a good vocab, but I really like being able to like listen to an audiobook when I'm going to bed. And if I'm like half awake, I want to still be able to like follow what's going on. Inherent Vice is about a stoner hippie PI who gets asked by his ex-girlfriends to investigate the whole scheme by a big land developer. Then she goes missing. It's hilarious and really good. It sounds good. I've been wanting to watch the movie for a long time. Maybe I should get like an audiobook or something for it. That could be nice. Like cozy fantasy. I also love cozy fantasy stuff, Becca. So obviously obviously we don't like J.K. Rowling. We don't like J.K. Rowling. However, I do enjoy the Harry Potter books. There's something very comforting about the Harry Potter books for me. But I think it's very much because I grew up at the perfect time to be like reading them and getting into them. Because like, I was born in the mid 90s. And so the Harry Potter books were huge when I was like a young child. You President Turf Island? Absolutely. Absolutely. We hate her, but what can I say? I like the Harry Potter books. They're not the best written books ever or anything like that, but they're good. I do enjoy them. But then I've been reading through the Percy Jackson books slowly. I did the first 2 on audiobook, and now I've been taking a break for a few months. But now I'm thinking coming back to the 3rd one here soon. I think that would be nice. Mine's basically I like the storytelling of Stephen King. That's fair. That's fair. I think a lot of Stephen King stuff is just a little bit too long. I like Stephen King books sometimes. I tend to like the movies better though, to be honest. You can like the stories. You absolutely don't need to like the author. I agree. I definitely agree with that. There are definitely a lot of authors who have like done awful things, unfortunately. Okay, what was I gonna sell here? Crime, fantasy, and drama, right? Crime, fantasy, drama. Okay, we're good. 43, 41. Okay, we're good on our ranges here. We're just gonna add like 1 more of each, I think. Fantasy, drama. Save your drama for your mama. Am I right, chat? Am I right? It's nonsense. Absolutely nonsense. So my favorite author, Thomas Pynchon. And I think it's one of the best ones if you wanted to try reading his stuff. It's much more accessible than most of his other books. Okay, I'm going to put that at the top of my list then. I'm definitely going to try getting that figured out then. But yeah, I need to get more into like listening to audiobooks. I need to do more of it. Because I do like audiobooks a lot. And I think it'd be a good idea to try to get more audiobooks into my nightly rotation for when I'm unwinding and going to bed. I need to get it figured out. Got to make it a higher priority of mine. I'm stuck on my research. Okay, we will figure out a good recommendation for you, whoever you are, person. What's up? I'm looking for a non-fiction book, but I hate those condescending self-help books. Ugh, I hate them. Do you have anything like Persepolis, maybe? I don't know. It's something like that. A visually stunning and bold graphic novel memoir following a young Iranian girl through the 1970s and 1980s. This gripping story explores themes of revolution, religion, family, history, and daily life in the face of tumultuous times. Tumultuous times? It's not possible, chat. It's not possible. There's no such way there could ever be tumultuous times. It's not possible. Okay, so we need to find a non-fiction book that's not a self-help book for this person. Also, my nose is itchy. I promise you, I'm not picking my nose. It's literally the middle nostril part right down here that just is. It's a little itchy for a random reason, and it is no longer itchy. We're good. Okay, so you need a non-fiction book, not a self-help book. Blood, Sweat, and Pixels. Jason Schreier documents how 10 famous video games were developed by interviewing their developers retrospectively. These real stories of dedication, hope, suffering, and frustration reveal the intricacies of the games industry. This sounds actually really fascinating. I do like this kind of stuff a lot. I'm very nerdy and I like this sort of stuff. Okay. Games, game design, game study. Why do I have so many? I didn't choose these specifically, but I have 2 books about game design. The must-read primer for anyone seeking to become a serious games scholar. Okay. The next 100 years, a forecast for the 21st century. This might be what this person is looking for. Russia and China collapse in the early 2020s. Yeah, this is not real. This is not real. China's not collapsing in the early 2020s. That's not happening. It's more likely America collapses in the early 2020s. Let's be honest. Also, it's early 2020s. It doesn't exist anymore. This book came out 2009. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. Also, this is definitely written by an American. Okay. I'll recommend this book to this person though, because they clearly like things that are slightly political, even if this book is probably garbage. But in terms of recommendation purposes, I'm fine with recommending it to this person. We're going to recommend this one. This is probably a perfect match. Perfect. There, we did it. We did it, chat. I really need to give good recommendations for plays though. Recommend 3 plays at the Lighthouse to inspire a new love for the theater. Hopefully we can find someone here that wants me to recommend them a play. And then hopefully I have plays as well. Hello, is it okay if I read here again? Absolutely, Harper. Thanks. I like this corner over here. Go ahead, go for it. Go ahead and sit there. Oh, sorry, I hope I didn't interrupt your investigation. Did you find who did it yet? I think it was Tilda. I think it was the old lady. I think, you know, people might think, oh, she's old. What's she gonna do? Well, she stabbed a person, not a real person. Now, it was just an inflated, like the wacky waving inflatable arm flailing man, you know? So no real loss there, I guess, but still murder. Legally, it's still murder. Hi, you're the highlight of my route. I'm looking for a book with a twist, and I quite like a thrilling story. Also, chat, in about 3 minutes, I have to run ads again. And if anyone needs to use the bathroom or grab a snack or grab something to drink, that'll be the perfect time to do it. Okay, let's see here. You need a book with a twist, something thrilling. So potentially a crime book then. The Woman in White. The young art teacher, Walter Hartwright, finds himself entangled in a complicated family mystery. Will he find out the underlying secret that led to the tragedy? Be prepared for a twist in this spooky classic. A twist, you say? Well, I think I've got the perfect book for this person. The first book we looked at were perfect. We got it. My fave is Dratini because I just feel like she kind of has a cunty vibe. It's true, Renegade. It's so true. Also, hello. Welcome on in. How are you doing? I hope you're having a wonderful night. It's so good to see you, as always. It's always nice to see you. Dratini is sick as well, by the way. I love Dratini. I mean, to be fair, I love a lot of Pokemon in those first 3 generations. I think there are a lot of great Pokemon there. Whew. I'm a big Mimikyu fan. I love Mimikyu. I think Mimikyu is one of the best designed Pokemon of the past 10 years. I think just an incredible idea, great design. We love it. Okay, so we're going to go with this book as the perfect book for this person. If this is not a perfect match or like a perfect recommendation, this game is bullshit, okay? It's a perfect match. Like I said, chat, we did it. Oh, wow. I heard there's a shocking twist in The Woman in White. Okay, I'm going to say something here, chat. I don't think this is controversial. I don't like to know that there's a twist in something. Like if somebody tells me, oh, you're going to love this, the twist is crazy. I'm like, why'd you tell me there's a twist? Because now the twist is not a twist. Now I know it's coming. So I'm expecting a twist now. No, don't tell me this twist. Exactly. It's like, why would you tell me it? You're ruining it for me. You are ruining it for me. I want to be surprised by it. Because also what's going to happen is when I'm reading the book or like watching a movie or playing a video game, I'm going to be thinking, okay, what's the twist going to be? And I'm probably going to figure it out at some point. You know, like I'm going to figure out what happened in the book before it happened. I don't want that. No, thank you. Also, like I said, unfortunately, I do have to run ads now. Go grab yourself a drink, go grab yourself a snack, go use the bathroom if you have to. If you can do it, pull off a shower real quick. You have to take a shower in 3 minutes. You can go ahead and do that. I'm gonna run the ads here though. I will figure it out. Quick, I'm gonna grab this quick. I will figure it out and we don't need to do that. Exactly. My brother always tries to guess the plot of mystery movies and it makes me so mad. I cannot stand if I am watching something with someone and they are like trying to like guess out loud what's going to happen. Like, I think it depends. If somebody's just trying to process what's going on, it's a little different. But if like they are sitting there being like, oh, I bet do you think this person did it? I think they did. Oh, what if this happened? Like if they're hypothesizing too much. Ooh, it's tough. Okay. Here's the ads. There we go. Yeah, that makes me so mad too, Beck. I have to keep telling people to keep it in their head. When I watch a movie, I want to sit there in silence and watch the movie. I mean, there have been times where I'm watching a movie with friends, for example, and if we're watching a movie and we're just goofing off, then it's fine. Like if we're not taking the movie seriously and we're just kind of joking about things happening in the movie, we've done that before and it's fine because it's like a very specific vibe we're doing then, right? But if we're watching like a movie and it's supposed to be more serious and we actually are like wanting to enjoy the movie, it's going to be mostly silence and we're going to kind of just enjoy the film. I think it's different if it's like a camping movie or a silly movie or a bad movie. I agree, 1000% agree. Yeah, if it's silly, you can kind of like make jokes and stuff. But yeah, if it's a good movie, I want to pay attention and watch it. 100%. I'm looking for something magical or supernatural, but I easily get nightmares. So no horror stories for me. What do you suggest? Okay, so Anne wants magical, supernatural fantasy book. Not scary. So we're not doing George R.R. Martin for sure. We're not doing that. The Ruins of Gorlan. Ranger's Apprentice. World of Secrets. Strange magic. Mysterious figures. I think this might be perfect. This might be perfect. I'm thinking we're going to recommend this, but I'm going to wait until ads are over, I think, because I want to talk through my process outside of ads for people that cannot hear or see anything right now. Let the filmmakers tell the story. If you wanted to tell the story, you make the movie. Preach. Preach. I had a friend I just had to completely stop watching movies with because of how much he talked and then complained about literally every single thing. CinemaSins has ruined cinema. CinemaSins has ruined film watching. I hate CinemaSins so much. The cinema sinsification of film watching, I hate it so much. Where people are like, oh, that's not real, blah, blah, blah. Oh, they keep doing this. Or it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. It's absolutely a nightmare. Everyone wants to be super snarky about every single little thing these days in a film. It's awful. Truly awful. We hate it. We do not want it. Go away. Go away. I cannot stand. Like, why? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Why are we watching this movie if we're just gonna like try not to enjoy it? Like, I don't know. Like, when I watch a movie, I'm very much fine with the movie just taking me along for a ride. Okay, I'm going to accept the things that are going on that are very inconsistent and stuff. I'm just going to accept it and be like, nope, that's how the movie works. You know, I'm fine with it. Some people, though, they are absolutely not fine with inconsistencies in movies. It is, again, the cinema sinsification of film watching, awful. Like, we do not need to be nitpicking everything in a movie. We do not need to be like hunting, inconsistencies. Let's just enjoy the film for what it is, okay? What a nightmare. What a nightmare. Everyone wants to be a comedian. Everyone wants to be a comedian. It's like, it's okay to joke around when we're watching a movie, but if it's a good movie, don't do that. Generally, unless it's like agreed upon that we're like not doing this in a serious way. Okay, so Anne is looking for something magical and supernatural, but not scary. And I found this book, The Ruins of Gorland. Rangers are mysterious figures believed to practice strange magic. But when young Will is chosen to become a ranger's apprentice, he discovers a whole new world of secrets. And on the horizon, a fierce enemy wakes. It doesn't sound like a horror book or anything. It's not super scary. Maybe it's maybe very, very tiny amount of like spookiness. So I'm thinking this is the perfect book to give to Anne. I think it's got to at least be like a decent recommendation. What do you mean not magical enough? What do you mean not magical enough? It said magical. It said the book was magical. Also, how do you haven't even read the book. You don't know what's in the book. The book describes itself as magical. What did you do? Well, when I handed you the book and gave you the recommendation, did you read the entire thing? And then you found out that there's no magic or something? Because that's the only way it makes sense. The only way it makes sense. Chat, make it make sense. How does she know? How does she know? Unless she's read it before. That's insane. That's insane. The book shouldn't describe itself as magical if it's not magical. It shouldn't. That's not how this should work. That's insane. What do you mean? What do you mean the book's not magical? Okay. This person bought a crazy amount of books, by the way. They bought like 7 books. That's pretty wild. Okay. Is that the last person? We sold plus 70 coins worth of book. So we're over 600. I think this is the most amount of coins or most amount of money I've had in my pocket at once. I'm pretty sure. Okay, 15 coin book bundle here. We're grabbing it. That's super cheap. That's super cheap. We just got about 30 books. Actually, this is more than 30 books. 12, 25, 30 something. This is like 40 books. We just got 40 books for 15 coins. Each one of those books, I think, sells for at least 1 coin. No, more than 1 coin. Like 3 or 4, I think. That's super worth it. Okay, final examinations. Is that okay? Obviously that makes sense that they're called final examinations, but I've never heard someone describe final exams as final examinations. That seems insane to me. That's saying the full name. Okay, so today we're definitely going to go to the college to sell some books. So let me see what sells well at the college, because I don't remember off the top of my head. St. Buxton University, here it is. Classics, facts, and drama. Okay, we're gonna select St. Buxton University. Obviously, we're gonna fill back up with all of the books, because we need to fill this back up. Okay, there are the classics there, and then for the last little bit here, we wanted to do classic, fact, drama. Nope, I don't want to go in here. I didn't mean to go in here. However, what should there was something I should do, I think. 5 calming items. I need 1 more calming item. So actually, I do want to be in there. I need to find another calming item. And I need some calming items real life. Bird feeder. Put that here. Could I put up any other? I could probably put up another calming item, to be honest. -1 recommendation for today. I don't want that. I don't want that. You know what? We're good, actually. I have all the calming items I need. We're good with that. So for here, I want it again. Classics, fact, and drama. Classic, fact, drama. And then, are there any other books that sell well of the ones that I have like a little of? Was it crime sells decently well too? So I'm going to just add 1 more of those. And then I'm going to add another drama, I think. Wait, let's look. 44%, 39, 41. So we want like extra drama in here, I think. Like 2 extra drama maybe. Actually, no, we don't. Let's just do the 1 extra of each, because that makes sense to me as well. 999. Okay, we're good. We're good. We figured it out. We figured it out. Man, I'm thinking about that pizza now, Fox. Thinking about that pizza. I hope your pizza was delicious, by the way. I'm out of green olives, unfortunately, but I do have black olives. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Pizza with black olives. I wonder, do I have the right cheese if I wanted to like make my own pizza? I need to save like making an actual pizza for earlier in the day. I'm going to do a frozen pizza with black olives, because if I do like an actual where you have like a crust and then you put the sauce on yourself and then the cheese and stuff, that's like that. I need to like prepare my day for that. I can't just have that at the end of the day. I need to like move things around and figure out like, when am I going to make this, you know? It's also like an early day thing when you have more energy. Like when I'm done streaming, I just want to like throw something in the oven. All right, I studied hard for this exam. I should manage, right? You've got this, Anne. You've absolutely got this. You're going to nail it. Only right now, I can't really hear my thoughts because my heartbeat is too loud and I feel nauseous and I might pass out. And I think I've forgotten every word I've ever read. So, I'm really sorry, Anne. Do some deep breaths, deep breaths. You have the knowledge in your brain. Just slow down a little bit. You know, take your time here. All I can count on is sheer luck. No, you have the skills. It's not about luck even. You have the skills. You've studied. You've also been in the classes. You have the information in your brain. It's just about pulling it out. It's about pulling it out of your brain. And to be able to do that, you got to calm yourself down a little bit. You know, you just got to do some deep breathing. You know, give yourself some space. Maybe sit outside in the cold for a little bit. You can go in, you can lay on a couch or something for a little bit maybe. You give yourself a little bit of space and time to let yourself kind of ease into it. One thing I do miss about some of the pizza places I worked at was being able to go in whenever and just make myself pizzas. You can do that. If you work at a pizza place, you can just go in and make yourself a pizza. That seems like a huge bonus for working at a pizza place. That seems incredible. I'd be doing that daily. I used to work downtown in the city that I'm in, and there was a Domino's nearby. And while I was at work, I would just order myself a pizza, and it would take, you know, like 10 minutes for them to cook my pizza. and then they would just walk over. How do you think about working 1 day a week at a pizza place? Absolutely. Except like I would literally be sitting there working at the pizza place, and I'd be thinking about like, okay, I'm about to order myself a pizza for myself. The minute I get off work, I'm grabbing that pizza. That's all. I'd be working for that pizza. Like my paycheck would be going straight to pizza. I'd be like, this is a scam. Look at that. Look at how much I'm scamming them here. I definitely try to work it into like my employment that I get a free pizza every day. I'd be asking about it. I'd be asking about the pizza privileges for sure. You get a few pizzas a week and meal prep. That's also true. But you know what's underrated? Maybe it's not underrated, okay? Getting like breadsticks or cheesy bread from pizza places. That's the good stuff. The pizzas are great. Love the pizzas. But the breadsticks and then like the cheesy breads and stuff, that's what I really want a lot of the time, to be honest. I mean, I want the pizza as well. I'll be honest. I want the pizzas as well. But breadsticks. When I was big into my DoorDash days, okay, this was like post-COVID or like in COVID, but also post-COVID a little bit. I would order breadsticks from like a pizza place. I would order like breadsticks and then like a pizza as well. But I'd be waiting for the breadsticks. Like, it feels weird to just order breadsticks from a pizza place. You have to kind of get a pizza as well. But man, I'd eat that pizza, be very full, have 1 or 2 breadsticks, but then I'd have breadsticks for the rest of the night. Because the minute I finish that pizza, give me an hour or 2 and I am ready for breadsticks. I'm snacking on those breadsticks for the rest of the night. The pizza at this local chain has a crust like the breadsticks from Pizza Hut, and it's so good. The crust from Pizza Hut. I like Pizza Hut, but truly the way that I eat Pizza Hut, I have to get stuffed crust. You have to get the stuffed crust at Pizza Hut, or it's like it's a disappointment. To me, it's a disappointment if it's not stuffed crust. Because the whole time I'm eating a Pizza Hut pizza without stuffed crust, I'm thinking, man, this is good, but I wish this was stuffed crust. Like, stuffed crust is so good. Whoever invented stuffed crust on a pizza, Nobel Peace Prize. Nobel Peace Prize them. Wrap that metal around their neck and kiss them on the lips and tell them, thank you. You are the greatest human ever. Okay? All I can count on is sheer luck. Again, Anne, it's not sheer luck. You have the knowledge. Please keep me in your thoughts for the next 3 hours. Next 3 hours, and you're always in my thoughts. I go to bed at night, you're in my thoughts, Anne. But at least after this one, the semester is over and I'll be done with exams forever. That's also a good way to think about it.
Oh.
All right, here I go. I believe in you, Anne. I believe in you. You've got this. You're going to nail those exams. What is it? What am I picking up here? I just clicked on something and apparently picked it up. I'm guessing it was behind my caravan. My brother used to work at Target when they still had food carts and they had Pizza Hut breadsticks. Anytime I would pick him up from work, I would make him buy me an order. Man, if I worked, that'd be very dangerous for me, actually. If I worked at a place that was in close proximity to something I liked like that, I'd be getting it all the time. Like I mentioned, when I was working at the place I was talking about, we were super close to Domino's, I'd be ordering Domino's in the middle of my shift so I could eat it while I was at work. I was getting paid like $10 an hour. And so like I was spending, $20 on this pizza. And so I'd be at work for, like I was working part-time. So I was at work for maybe 6 hours. And so I'm spending about a third of my daily paycheck on the pizza. just completely neutering my paycheck by ordering pizza every day. I saved so much money on food working at pizza places. I should have worked at a pizza place instead of in retail. Retail was a nightmare. If I didn't have anxiety, I could save so much money and just go pick up from places I like. That's so fair. When I was living on my own, I didn't really go out a lot. And so I ordered groceries to my place, So that means you also had to like, there was like the fee you had to pay for delivery, but then you also had the tip. So I was spending like, let's say I spent $100 on groceries, the fees and then the tip, you're talking, it ends up being closer to, you end up paying like $130. You know, you're paying like at minimum $25, $30, probably. It's just nuts. And then like I would order DoorDash constantly, like once a week minimum. I was ordering DoorDash because I wanted like hot food. I didn't want to like make my own food then. We had this lady who brought us food like multiple times a week when I worked at the bookstore. She was like, that's super nice. That's super nice of her. We love that. I have Walmart Plus, so I don't have the fees for the groceries now. See, I was ordering on Amazon because it was what I had, you know. And as much as I hate Amazon, I had Amazon Prime, so I did get like discounts and stuff, thankfully. Ooh, yes, I love this atmosphere. Exactly what I was talking about. It's gonna be set up all the calming stuff. So this is perfect for students to come here and unwind now. Stamp collected. Lo-fi study sessions. Decorate with 5 calming items. The students seem totally relaxed. Well done. Thank you, game. Thank you, game. Oh, that was a bit loud. Sorry. I got excited. I did too, Moira. I also got excited. So you and me, we're the same. We're the same. Anyway, thanks for the nice setup. I'm going to hit the books now. Please don't hit the books. Please don't hit the books. Please be gentle with them. Please be gentle. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. There's no reason to hit the books. There's no reason to hit the books. They've done nothing to you. I tried to make myself go to the store and end up sitting in the parking lot doing breathing exercises and said, I'm really sorry, Becca. Yeah, that sucks a lot. I mean, obviously do what you got to do. I mean, that's the thing though. Like we do what we can to try and make it through this life. And it works sometimes, you know, sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't, but sometimes it works. And I'm just glad you're able to do it sometimes, you know, because you can save a little bit of money that way. And that's always nice. It's a nice feeling to save money. Plus also going to the store, it is better than ordering online. That's the unfortunate thing. Going to the store is better because then you get to see everything and you get to pick out things maybe you wouldn't have thought about getting. And sometimes it's really exciting to find something at the store that you hadn't thought of previously, and it's perfect. You're like, "Ooh, I never thought of this. This is gonna be great. I'm gonna eat this for lunch tonight." Or that, okay, not lunch tonight, dinner tonight. Who's eating lunch at night? Honestly, I can be convinced. I can be convinced that. I'm trying to think of what like lunch foods are though compared to dinner foods. A lot of lunch foods are also dinner foods, I think. Lunch at night could be a good album name. Lunch at night. Sometimes Fox's lunch night. You know what? To be fair, if you have like a messed up sleep schedule, let's say you're waking up at 7 or 8 at night, you might have breakfast at 7 or 8 then. And then maybe 10 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock at night, maybe midnight, maybe you are having lunch. You know, lunch is just your second big meal of the day. So honestly, lunch at night, I've been there. I've probably been there many times actually. It's kind of funny to say. What's up? I wouldn't mind something like a thriller. I'm a bit obsessed with crime novels, but I'm usually not looking for children's books. I'll often have breakfast at 2 or 3 on the weekends. That's so fair though. This is totally unnecessary because I have nothing I need to wake up for, but I have my phone alarm go off for 8:30, and then every 15 minutes I snooze it until about 9:30. So I'm getting up out of bed before 9:30 or at 9:30. Some days my alarm goes off at 8:30, and then within 15 minutes I'm up out of bed. Usually I'm up at 9:30. I have no reason to be up at this time. Like, it's not that it's like early or anything. It's because it's not 6:30 in the morning or anything, or 5:30 that some people have to get up for. But like, I truly could sleep in until noon every day if I wanted to. However, I feel very guilty sleeping until noon. And I also don't like that I've basically missed half of the daylight, because not like I'm really experiencing much of the daylight, because I'm living in a basement. So it's not like I have like a window with light coming in really, but I feel less guilty waking up like, 8:30, 9:30. It feels like I'm waking up at a normal human time. I've definitely been on a sleep schedule before though, where I'm waking up at like 1 or 2 in the afternoon, and that's like normal. And I've done that for years before. Woke up at like 3 today, like in the afternoon. So I've definitely been there. I've been where I'm waking up, at dinner time as well. So, okay. So Moira wants a thriller, a crime novel, not a children's book. So we have some up here. I think we'll figure it out. I usually use the weekends to catch up on my lost sleep. That's so fair. Thankfully, my alarm system has been working really, really well. So I'm usually waking up 8:30, 9:30. And then at night, I'm usually trying to fall asleep before 1 or 2. It doesn't always happen. So every once in a while, I go on TikTok and I just scroll for a bit. Usually for like 30 minutes to an hour minimum. It's not good. It's not good. I thankfully don't open up TikTok that often. Feel so unproductive sleeping in, so it gives me a bunch of anxiety. Yeah, I'm sorry. I can definitely relate to that though. I definitely relate to that. Okay, so once again, Moira needs a thriller or a crime novel, not a children's book. A thriller. That's the key here, because crime novels, it's any of these are technically crime novels, but a thriller is what we need. The Library Book by Susan Orlean, a journalist's engaging investigation into the 1986 fire at the Los Angeles Public Library. Part true crime story, part essay on what libraries mean to us and why the burning of books or libraries is so devastating. Okay, I don't think that's a thriller. The Maid, Molly the Maid by Nita Prose. The first book in a mystery series with a lovable, neurospicy protagonist at its heart. Molly loves her job cleaning rooms at the Regency Grand Hotel, but her gullibility makes her both an unreliable narrator and the perfect suspect for a murder mystery. Okay, that's a murder mystery, not really a thriller. We need something more, a little bit more Gone Girl, I think. This book will bury me. After her father's death, Janeway finds a vehicle for her grief and unanswered questions. True crime. Oh, this one. We read this one before. I've been meaning to read the library book. I love The Orchid Thief. Is that the same author? I've never read either of them, to be honest. I'd never even heard of it before until this game. Which one we were on this one? This book will bury me. After her father's death, Janeway finds a vehicle for her grief and unanswered questions. True crime discussion boards. She'll do anything to chase down new leads on a cold case. But her new online friends are hiding dark secrets of their own. An unputdownable thriller. This is what we're going to do. Have you seen the movie adaptation? Yes. So good. Nicolas Cage is fantastic in it. Such a good movie. Man, I should rewatch that soon. That's such a good film. We're going to give this one to Moira. It's an unputdownable thriller. Moira wants a thriller. It's perfect. This is a perfect match. Absolutely, it's a perfect match. Gonna be glued to the pages. We love to hear that. Yeah, it's one of my favorites. I should rewatch it soon. It's so good. Also, this person is buying a lot of classics. They only read classics. Also, this person wants another recommendation. Let's do it. I passed my last exam. I'm looking for a biography and I'm ready for a 700-page commitment. Why would you want a 700-page commitment after your last exam? I feel like if I finish up like an intensive like last exam or something, I want like a short book. I guess that's maybe just me though. somebody who's like, I'm not a non-reader, but I'm not a heavy reader. I don't read like things that are super heavy. Generally, I don't read anything that's like super difficult. I'm not reading often, you know, and I prefer audiobooks. And so a 700-page commitment sounds a little exhausting, actually. And I feel like after a huge exam, I don't want something that's going to be exhausting. I want something light. But, you know, they're their own person, I guess. See, The Raven? No. Maria Stewart? No. Pride and Prejudice. It's not a biography. We're going to look in fact section, I think. Best examples of graphic design wit. That's not what they want. Hawaii's Story by Hawaii's Queen. Probably not a biography. I don't think, is this a biography? You know, it's by the person who wrote it and it's named it. Known as the designer of brutalist build. It's also not 700 pages though, actually. I don't know if I have anything with 700 pages that would even fit like what they're looking for. Yeah, I just don't have this. None of the books in the right genres are anywhere near that length, unfortunately. Again, this person's buying so many classics. I only have 2 more classics left. I'm okay with them buying all of my classics. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This person bought 8 classics. That's a crazy amount of books. That is potentially like what? That's like $160 probably minimum. It might be more, maybe not minimum, but around 100. It could be $20 in each direction potentially. Maybe actually maybe more like $40 in each direction. That could be $240. Okay, give me one of your niche hidden gems. However, I usually find pop science a bit dull. The 7 Lamps of Architecture is one of my all-time favorites. Couldn't find anything at the library. Very sorry you couldn't find anything at the library. No pop science. A fact book that's not popular, basically. A Smile in the Mind. A collection of the best examples of graphic design wit. This book features the work of more than 300 designers who created wink-worthy logos, ads, and packaging that invite the viewer inside the joke with explanations about the brain science that make them tick. Yeah, that's very pop sciencey. Hidden gems, not pop science. 7 Lamps of Architecture. It's a dry essay. Okay, so they want something that's like that. I don't. Do I have something like that? The Anthropocene Reviewed. Nope. The John Green. It's pop science for sure. It's definitely pop science. Historical niche. This in-depth exploration of the Danelaw by a scholar of history promises sophisticated insights for anyone with an interest in 1886 to 1066 AD in Northern England. This sounds incredibly niche. This is incredibly niche. This is for you. This book is designed for you. You want this. It says niche in the title right there. See that chat right there? Niche. It's for them. And they love it. They love it. I'm glad they love it. Okay. Also, again, what a beautiful game. What a beautiful game. This is a gorgeous, snowy building. We love it. Man, I do enjoy some nice architecture. I don't know a lot about architecture or anything like that, but I do enjoy how it looks. It's nice to look at. Okay. What are we running low? We don't have any classics left. We have made 73 monies. We've made 73 monies. We're doing well. We're doing well. Also, chat, I'm thinking about, I brought it up in my Discord, but I'm thinking about doing some more just random streams. I want to like potentially do some like earlier streams on some random days, but with like my PNG tuber instead. Just that way I don't need to like shave and shower and stuff. This way I can just kind of just, you know, mess around and do a random stream here and there. because it would be nice to get some additional streams in. Okay, we're closing down. We're closing time. I don't know the lyrics. I don't know the rest of the lyrics. I know closing time. I know that bit. Paperback goodies, we're buying it. It's 15 coins. We're gonna get like 20 to 30 books here minimum. Boom. How many is that? 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 20. We probably got like 25, 30 here. I'm good with that. Now I don't know what I'm gonna play on like my additional streams and stuff yet. I have so many games though. I'd like to play like some indie games, some cute little indie games and stuff. Stuff that's like less than like 8 hours, you know, stuff that'll take me like a stream or two basically would be nice. Okay, today there's no events today. There are no events today. But this way I could potentially even just like get up, have breakfast, and then just decide, heck, I'm gonna stream. And I don't need to like go take a shower or anything. I can just kind of like do like a 2 to 3 hour thing if I want. They could even be shorter streams because they're just bonus streams. They don't need to be like a full, you know, 3 to 4 hour commitment. But they could also be 3 to 4 hours if, you know, I was having a blast, you know. Hey, we're doing well on our book supplies here as well. I still would like more fact books, to be honest, though. More fact books would be nice. So I'd like to get over 100 of each type of book. Also, travel's getting a little low. Crime's not that far. Oh, also fantasy. I just realized fantasy is also under 100. It's not good. That's actually not good at all. Where are we going to go today? Let me look at my... Oh, what is this? From Tilda, Winter 13th, Year 1. I have memories from years ago, a generation ago, and half a century ago, and yet they are only a short walk apart. Miriam and I met over 50 years ago, thought we had life all figured out. 5 years later, Mary had her son Hal. When she called me, we both cried and cried with joy. 27 years after that, we got the invitation to Hal's wedding, and when Moira was born a few years later, that was the first time we felt a little old. 5 days ago, Miriam called me with instructions for what to pack for my hospital visit. As if I'd never packed my own bags before. These memories are not far apart at all. They all live on the same street, waving to each other from their front yards. Your friend Tilda. Okay, this letter is scary. Is she dying? Is she going to die? Please do not die, Tilda. No dying. I'm going to the hospital. I want to see her at the hospital. I'm nervous, chat. I'm nervous. Please do not die. Please do not die, Tilda. Okay, drama, fact, and crime. Drama, fact, and crime. Also, when I do those bonus streams, I'll announce them on the Discord, I think. I don't think maybe I'll schedule some of them. Maybe I'll even schedule. I don't know, but otherwise they'll probably just be like, hey, like in 30 minutes, I'm going to go stream, or like in an hour, I'm going to stream. So anyone in here who's not in my Discord and wants to be notified about those little pop-up streams, definitely join the Discord. Otherwise, if you're just on Twitch all day, maybe you'll just see I'm live. And that's also fine. Okay, so drama, fact, and crime we need. That works for me. But I guess first I should just fill this out. Just fill this out normally. And then, oh, I almost missed it. Here we go. Now we'll clear this out. Drama, fact, crime, right? Drama, fact, crime. Okay, drama, fact, crime. No, that's too many crime. That's too much crime. Sound like a conservative now. Too much crime. There's too much crime in my game. Drama, fact, crime. Exactly, Lace. You got it. You figured it out. How are you doing? Hope you're having a nice day. It's always lovely to see you. Sounds like a vocal warm-up. It does. I do red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. That's the one I do. I do that a bunch before streaming. I don't know where I learned that. I think that's like a pretty typical one, isn't it? Or I don't know. I've heard that that's one people use though for like theater and stuff like that. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Very silly. Very, very silly. I do the Sharpay. Ma, ma, ma. I don't know this, so I don't even know if I'm saying it right. I probably did it in a very weird way. Am I good on these books? I think I am. Are any of these other ones going to sell super well? They'll sell moderately fine, it seems like. But yeah, I like to do a little bit of vocal warm-ups before stream, even though it's like it's not like I'm like doing a super serious stream or anything, but it just feels like, hey, taking it as seriously as I want to take it. Do we need to watch High School Musical? Honestly, I'm not against it. I'm not against it. You know, maybe we do. Maybe we do. Okay, we're gonna drop an extra drama in there. We're going extra drama today, chat. Extra drama because it had a higher sale chance. So we want to make sure people can get it if they want it. Here we are. We're at the hospital. I'm gonna take a little drink because I noticed my throat is a little dry now. There's a lot of reading in this game, so I need liquid to drink. Okay, we're gonna go over here and talk to these people first. Okay, we're gonna hydrate again. We're gonna hydrate again. Thank you, Lace. Thank you. Also, I'm sure you can tell, but this is orange flavored. It's like it's a powder. It's like a sun-kissed powder that I poured into water and then shook it up. It was meant to be retroactive. Well, you know what? Then you should have done it before I drank the first time, okay? But if you do it, I'm gonna drink again. We're gonna drink it again. Gotta make sure chat gets what they asked for, okay? Meddling receptionist. What a slow day. There's nothing going on at reception. Meddling receptionist. Oh well. I suppose I wouldn't mind a little romance novel to pass the time. Okay, what do you need? What kind of romance novel do we want? Wait, I missed the full drink tour. we drink a lot here, okay? We do a lot of drinking here on stream. So they want a romance novel. And they enjoy books that have happy endings. I bet they do. Am I right, chat? They like romance books? I bet they do. Also, don't shy away from handing me a sophisticated work. So a sophisticated work that's a romance novel with a happy ending. Okay. Romance could fall in with drama here. Let's see, but a happy ending. We'll see. I don't know. Jane Austen would be good. Yes. Let me look in my classics section. It's not there. Okay, it's not there. Unfortunately, it's not there. I don't know a lot of these books. Right? I know of them, but I don't know specifically what they're about and if like there are happy endings and stuff. Last Night at the Telegraph Club. It's 1954 in Chinatown, and Lily Hu feels too young to be dealing with her budding queerness on top of the Red Scare and fear of deportation. Low delves into the history of lesbian bars, discrimination, and Chinese immigration while weaving a powerful queer love story. This sounds amazing, but I don't know if there's a happy ending. Much Ado ends in a wedding. That was over here, right? Did I miss it over here? Okay. Much Ado About Nothing might be good then. That might be a good one. Okay. Romance novel. Sophisticated, right? It's Shakespeare. Shakespeare's sophisticated. I think that's the one then, Lace. Thank you for telling me that this has a wedding at the end. That should be it, right? That should work. Oh, I hit the mic. I'm sorry. I apologize. I meant to do this just to celebrate. And instead, I make your ears ring. We're good, though. We're good. I love romanticizing my life. Well, I'm glad. I'm very glad. Okay. I know altogether too much about Shakespeare to be cool. I disagree. Knowing about Shakespeare is cool, Ace. It is cool. Hi. How romantic. When will it be my turn? Maybe soon. I don't know. I don't know your life. Okay, time to sell some books. Okay, we're opening up. There's my cat. There's my dog. My cat and dog are guarding the door. So that way, if anyone tries to steal something, they're going to get bit and scratched. No one's getting out of here stealing anything. I'll tell you that much. They are on high alert. And then for people who are coming here to behave, they can pet both of them as well. We're trying to maximize pets per minute, our PPM. Okay. Sold a fact book. We sold a fact book. So Miriam is here. I wasn't paying attention. Miriam is here. Okay. Also, Tilda's not here anymore, apparently. Okay. Also, 3 stream streak. Thank you so much, Lace. I appreciate you. Oh, Tilda is here. Tilda is here. I appreciate you, Lace. I appreciate you. Also, I need to do a shout out for you, Lace. Shout out Lace Flowers. There we go. Everyone should go follow Lace. Lace is wonderful. Interesting clues you have here on your board. Yes, Tilda, you stole it. You stole it, or not stole it. You did the murder. You did the murder, Tilda. I know that you stabbed the wacky waving inflatable flailing arm man. I know you did it. You killed it. It's murder. You've really done your homework on this case. You figured it out yet? I see you really are quite clever. Let's say I did destroy that mess. Kill. You mean kill. Wow. She's dehumanizing her victim. She's dehumanizing her victim. Hypothetically, it would have been for good reason. Yeah, that's what they all say, Tilda. They all do it for reasons. That inflatable thing is an insult to Saint Buxton memory. Wow. Can't believe. So now you did a murder. Now you're talking shit about the victim. No remorse. No remorse. Death penalty. Death penalty, in my opinion. They're not some mascot that can be used to advertise corporate greed. Actually, maybe based. Based, actually. Tilda might be based. They were a real person and a core part of our town's history and values. Okay. Something simply had to be done. Hypothetically speaking, of course. Now, what will you do with this information? Can I trust you? Chat. I ain't no tattletale. I ain't no snitch. Honestly, and honestly, this might be the murder might have been a little based. I'll say it. The murder of the wacky waving inflatable arm flailing man might have been a little bit based. I think we don't tell because it's on multiple points. We don't tell. Wonderful. Some hypothetical trails are best left cold. In 20 years, there will be a podcast about this. I am sure of it. Okay. What have we sold so far? We're selling a lot of fact books and a little bit of other things. Also, answer of the day. My favorite Pokemon is Cubone, and my headcanon is Cubones are Charmanders who moms. I don't even think that's headcanon. I think that it's like not official canon necessarily, but I think it's very popular canon. So yeah, I think and I think it's a great. I think it's a great hypothesis actually. However, I guess Cubone is like wearing its mother's head, and Cubone is like yellow or like tan. So I wonder how that plays into it, I guess then. Like I don't know how that would play into it, I guess, because that's probably the one weak point in the hypothesis. Ouch, my back. I tend to lean a little more towards non-fiction. Historical settings appeal to me, and books about animals are always a good shout. Depression equals no tan. That's so true, though. That is super true, honestly. Okay, hypothesis back on the table. Hypothesis back on the table. So they want non-fiction in a historical setting about animals. So we're going to look non-fiction. So that's going to be in fact or travel. But I doubt travel. Probably in fact. Historical setting, animals. Medieval carpentry. Ooh, I mean, it's not about animals, but it is historical setting and nonfiction. So if we can't find anything else, this one could potentially be our option. Critical hits writers on gaming and the alternate worlds we inhabit. Sounds interesting, but it's not what we need here. Not at all. Them in public. It's not what we want, but also, again, up my alley. Clearwater, a bird, an ocean, and a long way home. Intertwining memoir, nature writing, and travelogue. This book chronicles the author's year-long adventure in pursuit of the long-standing object of his fascination, the impressive seabird known as the Manx shearwater, or Puffinus puffinus. Plague rats. That's true. Plague rats. We need to find a book about plague rats. That's what we need. This game makes me miss the bookstore life so much. I'm just sitting here thinking about it. Oh, this one? This one? What about plague rats? What does this have to do with plague rats? This game makes me miss the bookstore life so much. Just sitting here thinking about it. Yeah, I'm sorry you don't have the bookstore life anymore. Bookstore life sounds really nice, actually. Like, I hate dealing with customers. Well, I both love and hate it. I hate when they need to do returns because I can't figure out the systems. I don't know how, I guess, okay, this is a very specific kind of issue, I guess. It's just that I was dealing with like an old computer system that was garbage where I worked. And so it was kind of difficult. I'm sure returns are actually much easier on like newer computer systems that are like actually modern. So maybe it's not as big of a deal, actually. Nonfiction, historical settings. Medieval carpentry might be the best, but we're going to read some of these other ones here. Oh, that's the last one. Okay. This one's also not about animals. This isn't about animals, but it is nonfiction historical setting. They want animals, but this is the best one we have. So we're going to try it. It's probably a no. Oh, they're fine with it. Okay. I think it would have been a perfect match if this would have had animals. You know, if it was like medieval carpentry done by animals, I think we would have been good. It was so fun and cozy, and it was honestly just hilarious to deal with the worst customers. Okay, I'm gonna need stories. What do you mean by worst customers? Do you have any good stories about like a customer being really awful? Hello, Anne. How are you? How are you? Guess what? I passed my final exam. I'm free. I'm very happy for you, Anne. My professor even asked if I wanted her to be my dissertation advisor. So that's exciting. That probably means she doesn't hate me, right? I don't think she hates you, Anne. I think she thinks you're brilliant. And you are brilliant. I think I'll take her up on the offer, actually. In her class this year, we modified plant tissue, which was kind of fun. She's lost me. She's lost me. I don't know what's happening anymore. There's so many stories like that, man. Just one of them. Just one of them would be good. If you have a favorite. If you have a favorite story, I would love to hear it. So basically, when you expose the tissue to mutagens, you can sometimes create seeds with genetic variations. I'm sure this is fascinating, but she's lost me. She's lost me. Most of them will be dead seeds. For the other ones, you won't truly know which variations they'll show till you grow them. Cool, right? It does sound cool, though. I'll be honest, it does sound cool. So for my research project, I want to do the same and find out which of the seeds I create can adapt best to the conditions in Buxtonbury. If I'm lucky, there'll be some useful traits that can improve things for the town. And, sorry, this turned into a bit of a long rant. I should probably leave you alone now. You don't have to leave me alone, Anne. You can hang out. You can hang out. Please, hang out a little more. I always got time for you, Anne. Okay, we're doing pretty well on the books here, I would say. We're selling about as much as I expected of each type, or at least about as much as I wanted of each type, which is really good. Oh, I almost missed the recommendation up here. Treating myself today. Please give me something romantic. I like fancy schmancy novels. Okay, so they want potentially something from classics. I don't have any classics left other than this one. And 12 Angry Men, 12 Angry Men is not what I'm looking for. Maybe there's something up here in drama. But they want fancy schmancy, so they're going to say no probably to this, right? Better than the movies? Liz is on a quest for a teen love story like in the movies. Can her annoying neighbor Wes really help her go to prom with her crush? And why does he have to be so attractive? I'm going to give this one a shot because it is a romantic book. It's just not fancy schmancy. So maybe this will fit half of the criteria and be like an okay recommendation, just not a perfect recommendation, right? Please, game? The game is taking it easy on me. The game is taking it easy on me. We've done it. We've done it. What do you mean, nah, Lace? What do you mean, nah? What do you mean? It worked out perfectly fine. It went well. It was a success. We've done it. We've done it. Okay, so we're getting low. That wasn't fancy at all. You're right, it wasn't. But that's why it wasn't a perfect recommendation. It was just like, they accepted the recommendation. They didn't decline it, you know? It fit half of the criteria. So I guess they were accepting of it. Free books, free books. Used book collection for 0 money. I'm taking it. I'm taking it. I'm going to take this one and this one as well, I think. Okay, a good collection of books there. This one's 5. We're going to grab it as well because we do need more fact and fantasy books. And honestly, more travel and crime I'd be good with as well. We are getting good, like a good assortment of books. Dusty but good. Worth 10. I'm good with that. Another collection of books. Best of the best, that's too expensive. That is an insane price for books. Okay, today, there's nothing today. I think we're going to travel to, actually, let me look. Oh, from Tilda, winter 14th, year 1. Today, I miss my bookshop more than ever. It was always incredibly fulfilling to be able to provide a welcoming, safe place where people wanted to return to. Whether they bought something or not was never the point. It was never about how many sales I made, and I've never believed in competition. Whoever walked in just needed a warm place to stay for a while, and often the books they took home weren't what they were looking for when they came in, but what they needed to go on. Rarely do people talk about their troubles directly, but an open ear, someone who would listen, was often worth more than any words of advice I could have given. Your friend, Tilda. Braylon, my Aussie streamer friend, was telling me secondhand books are crazy expensive in Australia, like the same price as the new books. That's wild. That's absolutely wild. Like a used book for 20, actually, you know what, in Australia, a used book for $60, $65 because Australian prices are crazy. like video games in Australia are like double the US price, it seems like, or like almost double the US price. Just wild to me. Also, welcome on in, Ariel Gold. I hope you're doing well. It's nice to see you. I hope you've had a really, really nice day. Where are we gonna go today? I wanted to look at my stamp stuff. I need to recommend 5 romance towels at the hospital. That's gonna take a little bit. Also, in about 7 minutes, I have to run ads again. Just in 7 minutes, I'll be running ads. So if you need to go grab a snack, if you need to go grab something to drink, if you need to use the bathroom, that'll be the perfect time. Recommend 3 places at the lighthouse. I could go to the lighthouse and recommend that. Okay, we know Mega March. We found out who stabbed the mascot. We did find out. Sell every book in your full shop at the supermarket. That seems incredibly difficult to do. Most of the stories are way too much for me to type out. But one of my favorites was we had this author there for a book signing to promote her book, but she was outside smoking the whole time and then tried to start fights with a bunch of customers, so she ended up getting arrested. That is insane drama. That is insane, Fox. This, honestly, probably an incredible author, though. The messiest authors are usually like the ones that it's like fun to read, because you can tell they're messy like through their writing. And that author was J.K. Rowling. And she came in and she was trying to start fights with trans people. And thankfully, nothing bad happened. You know, she got arrested. It was great. I'm thinking we go to Mega Marsh to turn in this quest. We won't pull this off, but we can finish up this quest line at least. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go to the Mega Marsh. We need crime, drama, and kids. Crime, drama, and kids. Oh my God, I wish J.K. Rowling was arrested. Don't we all? Don't we all? That would be sick. That would be so sick. She gets arrested for being transphobic. That would be sick. That author was ready to throw hands. She literally threw hands, it sounds like. Which is like truly wild. Truly wild. Okay, crime, drama, and kids. Crime, drama, and kids. There we go. We got all those, and then kids. And then we're gonna do like, which one of these sells actually the best out of these? So 43, and then that. So it looks like drama sells the best actually. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do extra drama, and then set them. So we have 9 of the crime and kids, and then 10 of drama, because drama sells a little bit better. Let's see. Here we go. We're good. We're good. She gets arrested for murder or something, and we're all like, see, bad person. It's true. It's true. Murder is bad. We don't condone murder. In fact, we disavow murderers here, okay? This is an anti-murder stream. I've always said it. This is an anti-murder stream. Crime, drama, and kids. Sounds like a regular neighborhood on Saturday night. It's true. It's true. It sounds like a suburban neighborhood for sure. Whoa, I can't decide. So Klaus only likes weird historical stuff. And Addie's always said, exactly. It's a regular saying here for me. I wasn't out at the time, but there was a customer being transphobic to me and yelling slurs at me. The manager got so mad, yelled at him, and kicked him out. Why? I don't understand. Like, why is so, like, how can you be so transphobic that you get yourself kicked out of like a store? Like, why do you care that much? It's so bizarre. Yeah, a good manager as well. That's a really good manager. Gotta get some inspo. I'm looking for a new hobby. Also, historical settings appeal to me. Yeah, I know. I know, Klaus. You like things that are super niche. Terrifying tutors, horrible history. This is basically what Klaus wants. We're just gonna drop it in here. What do you mean, Klaus? That's exactly what okay, they wanted a new hobby book, I guess. They really wanted a new hobby book. They were not fine with that. Ariel Gold opens up a chest. The most valuable thing inside is Chillrend, a unique sword. We love that. Chillrend is really cool because Chillrend is like a blue transparent blade. Really cool sword in Skyrim. Also in Oblivion. It's also in Oblivion. But a really cool design. Hey Ronnie, how are you? I hope you're doing well. It's nice to see you. How has your night been? I'm assuming it's night where you are. Oh, Addie, did you see my DM earlier? I think I did. I don't remember what it was though. All the friends, it's true. All of the friends are here. He also made fun of my cat ears and he got so mad that I didn't like freak out about it. Started yelling at me and my manager was freaking out. It's so weird when somebody like is just angry and they want you to be angry too. It's bizarre. Bizarre. Huh? Usually dogs understand me just fine. I think yours might be shy. I think my dog doesn't speak dog. It's the issue. Hello, lovely people. Hello, hello, hello. Again, I really hope you're having a nice night. Anyway, I just talked to my Uncle Klaus and he told me I'm allowed to ask as many questions as I want. Klaus, why are you doing this? Klaus, why are you doing this to me? Found the right button to friend Law and Lao. I don't remember who Law was. Is this the person that you like played with at one point or what? So I asked him how he became my uncle, how he grew in my mom's belly, and why we don't fall off the earth if it's moving so fast. And he just had a laugh, and I don't know what that means. Okay. Yeah, chat, why don't we fall off the earth when it spins? It spins so fast. Why don't we fly off? Am I right? Hi. Can I get a good book? I'm looking for something magical or supernatural. I like niche books for the most part. Okay. Something magical and supernatural. The Green Mile is magical and supernatural, but it is not niche. It is not niche. Also, what is this? What happened, Ronnie? Something about beating an ice guy? And something about an airplane? I don't know. I don't know what's happening here. Something happened, apparently. And I'm very curious. It's crazy. There's this thing called gravity, huh? What? You're going to have to explain this to me, Becca. Gravity? Like, I've heard of people say, like, the gravity of a situation. But I don't know any other meanings of the word. Okay, there's also an ACOTAR book here. I don't think I should give this to a child, though. Well, you see, yeah, go ahead and explain it to me, Becca. Tell me the science of gravity. Also, I unfortunately do need to run ads. I do need to run ads, unfortunately, but these are the last ads of the stream, thankfully. So, if anyone needs a snack, if anyone needs to grab something to drink or use the bathroom, then this is the perfect time. Planet spin fast. Okay, gotcha. I actually don't know. Okay, that's fair. I can't explain gravity either, other than, like, again, planets spin fast. And I guess the best way to actually explain it is like the rides at like fairgrounds. The one where it spins and you're on the interior and you like on the wall, and when it spins really fast, you get like sucked onto the wall and you can't move very easily. That's what gravity does to you on the earth. Except it's like not, it doesn't hold you down as tight because it's a much larger scale, I guess. Right? Is that how centrifugal force? Yeah, I think that's literally what it is, right? Maybe there's probably way more science to it than that as well, but no, not ad jail. You'll be fine. I promise. However, if anyone doesn't want to get stuck with ads, if they have like an Amazon Prime, you could always use that if you have an available one. But otherwise, unfortunately, we do have to do the ads because otherwise people will get pre-rolls. Doesn't that push you out? I'm trying to think about it now. No? I don't think so. Okay, here's 3 minutes of ads. My brain hurts now. My brain hurts. Yeah, away from the center. Yeah, I think you're right. So I think that doesn't have anything to do with gravity, actually. Hi. Can I get a book? Something magical or supernatural? Something niche. I don't know what's niche. Is this niche? I've never heard of it. The first in a trilogy of medieval fantasy romance. Okay, maybe not magic then. I'm not gonna give a child ACOTAR. The Ruins of Gorlan. Practice strange magic. It's a strange magic, but I've recommended this before. But it wasn't considered magic when I recommended it before. But I think it's the only thing I have that might fit. I'm thinking I'm going to go with this, but I'm going to wait for ads to be over so I can talk through this. Also, scientists predict that on August 18th that the Earth will lose its gravity for 10 seconds due to 2 black holes crashing into each other or 2 types of wave hitting each other. I think it's a hoax, though. It's 100% a hoax. Yeah, this sounds like something that like a Facebook person wrote. It doesn't sound right. But I guess to be careful, just stay inside. I think it's something like the smaller bodies are attracted to the larger bodies, hence why the moon goes around the Earth. That sounds right. Smaller bodies are attracted to the larger bodies. Like a chaser, right? Like a chaser. No one can hear my jokes right now, and it's sad, but I'm reading it anyways. Unless people here don't have ads, then they get to hear my jokes. You get to hear them, Becca. Sick. You get exclusive jokes. We got all the way back to gravity. Eventually we make everything comes back to gravity. Eventually we get back to gravity. Yeah, I think the Earth losing gravity thing is a hoax. 1000% is a hoax. Like I said, that's something that's like just like a Facebook person wrote. That's no good. That's no good. That's not real. It'd also be catastrophic if the Earth lost gravity for 10 seconds. That'd be absolutely catastrophic. Like, if you're inside, you're not going to go out of the orbit and die. Or to be fair, anyone outside, you're dead. You're dead. You might not go to space, but you are dead. Okay, welcome back from ads, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back. I was just talking about the Earth losing its gravity for 10 seconds thing and how it's definitely a hoax. It's definitely not real, but it would be very bad if it was real. Let me search up how gravity works real quick. Hey Siri, is the moon just a chaser? Exactly, Becca. We're asking the hard-hitting questions here. We need some journalists to look this up, okay? We need some real journalists to ask these questions of our scientists. So our scientists have been holding back. And that's no good. We don't like our scientists holding back factual information because we need this information to know whether or not the moon is a chaser. And if the moon is a chaser, the moon's problematic, we got to get rid of the moon, okay? We got to launch a missile into the moon, kick it out. Thought the moon was my girlfriend? Well, got bad news for you, Lace. Got bad news for you. The moon attracted to the Earth. Attracted to the Earth. It's a little bit problematic. Because it turns out, the moon's a chaser. Well, the Earth generates a gravitational force. Everything has a gravitational force. And you've lost me already. Explain it to me like I'm 5. Explain it to me like I'm 5, Ariel. Okay, so Harper wants a magical book or something supernatural, but something niche. I don't think I have anything like that, but this book is probably the best bet. Rangers are mysterious figures believed to practice strange magic. I see strange magic in here. And I see something magical or supernatural in Harper's description of what they want. I don't know if this is a niche or not, but we're going to try it out. It didn't work, chat. She hates me. This child hates me. The moon is obsessed with me. That's why it rotates around the Earth where I am. Explain. Okay. I gotcha. I understand it now. I now know everything I need to know about the moon. This has been Moon Facts with Addie. Okay. Ah, hello. I see you are selling here as well. A very smart decision. I had to come by to fulfill an errand, but it's a shame. Back in the day, I could get all the Liberty supplies from local vendors. But anyway, I see your sales are going very well. One of these days, you might even sell out. Okay. That's rude. That's very rude. I am not a sellout, Miriam. I'm not a sellout. Just because I'm selling things doesn't mean I'm a sellout. If you want to know my advice, I'd recommend taking less books with you. Why would I take less books with me? I'm going to make less money. I'm gonna make less money by bringing less books. And I don't mean leaving space in your shelves. That would only make your business seem unorganized. But a shelf with a smaller capacity will create artificial scarcity. Ah, she's a capitalist. I see how it is. I see how it is. I'm gonna disregard everything she says. We're not gonna do artificial scarcity. Okay, I'm gonna go focus on Starfinder stuff right now. I'll see y'all later. I hope you have a lot of fun, Ariel. I appreciate you stopping by. I bet that's gonna be a lot of fun though. I don't know what Starfinder is, but I bet it's amazing. And I hope you have a good time with it. Again, thanks for coming by. Have a good rest of your night. I appreciate you. Jen Miriam, I'm not interested in the capitalism here, okay? Try it out, dear. I promise. My methods are foolproof. No. No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not, Miriam. She hates people, it sounds like. She hates poor people specifically. Okay, Miriam, you need a recommendation here. My recommendation is to not be such a filthy capitalist. Hello, how is business? I'm training my brain ceps. Actually, nope, sorry, this was not. Wait, is this Miriam? I can't. I don't think it is. I don't. Maybe yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay, confirmed. It is Miriam. Hello, how is business? I'm training my brain ceps. Give me something academic, and I'd love to read something to do with real life. However, trying to find something free of humor. No humor allowed, chat. No humor. Nothing funny. No funny business, chat. Okay, something academic. Real life. Okay, so nonfiction, academic. These two books are about video games, not academic. Terrifying Tudors. Designer of brutalist buildings. I don't know. Is that academic? It might be academic. Femme in public. Queer artist Alok shares their journey navigating family and American society as a gender non-conforming Indian diasporic trans femme in this heartfelt collection of poems. It sounds good, but it is poetry. Probably not academic. Le Corbusier. Le Corbusier. I do not have a good French accent. Known as the designer of brutalist buildings, this collection of his projects illustrates Le Corbusier's belief in better living conditions for the increasingly crowded cities of the 20th century. Do we just go with that? It's the most academic thing I have here, probably. It's a perfect match. It's the perfect match, chat. Doing so well. I'm doing so well. Also, what was my I had a thing here. Find out who stabbed the mascot and why. Are you over? Okay, here we go. Fern's over here. Okay. I need to turn in this quest. I almost forgot. Hey, there's something different about you. You solved the case, didn't you? The case of the hideous mascot. We found out who murdered the mascot, chat. I can't tell Fern though, I don't think. Stunning investigation work there. So, who do you think did it? I know Tilda did it. Tilda confessed to me. But I also told Tilda I wouldn't tell because the reasons for killing the mascot kind of based. So, I'd rather not tell. Also, no snitching. Protecting your source at all costs, I suppose. Exactly. Well, I won't pry. I'm sure an open-ended article will also leave people wanting more. And either way, finding out who did it was just for the fun of it. Is that how cops view this as well? Are they just like, we don't need to solve the crime? Yeah, that's just for fun. Kind of feels like it, to be honest, considering closure rates are what they are. I like solving puzzles, but there's no need to carry on after you've solved it, don't you think? I agree. But hey, great investigative work. You've proven yourself a very reliable assistant investigative reporter. Thank you, Fern. Here, you should have your very own press tape for the next investigation. Press tape lets people know that your bookshop is critical in an ongoing press investigation. For every dangerous item in your shop, plus 1% to crime sale chance, minus 1% to customer count. While equipped, plus 3% to crime still chance, but minus 5% to customer count. That sounds bad. Sounds bad. So what do you think of Mega Mascot maimed many times for that title? It's actually a bad title. It's a bad title, Fern. You shouldn't choose that as the title, Fern. It's not a good title. Also, we're going to click on the dog. What does the dog want? Arf, arf. Good boy, Bailey. Who's the sweetest boy? It's unfortunate that we could not choose the gender of this dog. It has to just be a boy, apparently. We're going to call the dog by its name, and its name is Bailey. We love this dog, chat. We also want to hang out with the cat, though. Woof. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. Okay, can we, the cat we can't interact with. He has a shirt. Yes. We love animals with shirts. We love animals with shirts. All animals should wear clothing. I want to put little boots on this dog too. I want to put little boots on the dog. Maybe a hat with ear holes so the ears come out of the hat. That'd be wonderful. That'd be so wonderful. Also, all these books, crazy expensive over here. Why are these all crazy expensive? 45? That's too expensive. Winter market starts. We have to go to the winter market, chat. We have to go to the winter market. Okay, here we go. Where is the winter market going to be? We're going to go to it. Okay, my dog gets a bandana whenever she goes to the groomer. She picks out which bandana she wants to wear when she wants to be fancy. We love that. That is so cute, Lace. Oh man. Do you post pictures of your dog on do you have a Discord? Am I in your Discord if you have one? I need to see this. I need to see this. If you post it anyways. If you don't post it, then obviously I don't need to see it. But if you do post it, I need to see it. Okay, let's see. We were going to go to the winter market here. Okay, the winter market's here. We're going to look and see what sells at the winter market. We can't see it yet. Okay, I'm guessing it's going to be this slot down here. Do not have a Discord server, but I will send you a photo. Thank you. You should think about making a Discord server maybe. You have, a crazy amount of followers now. So you would definitely have an active Discord. Okay, winter market time it is. What books do we bring? That's so much work. It is a lot of work, unfortunately. But it is nice to make announcements and things like that. I need to get better with my Discord. I don't post enough in there. I mean, I post stuff in there, but like, it's usually just to say like, hey, good morning, everyone. And then like to say like, hey, I'm going to go live in a certain amount of hours. People post photos and they do other stuff in there a little bit, but it's not super active yet, unfortunately. I want to start watching things in there, like movies or TV shows. I want to start doing like activities in there. I think that'd be wonderful. Okay, what's going to sell the best here? Okay, classic and drama. We're going to do 3 of each of those. And then honestly, maybe we just do 1 of each other book type that I have. I think that makes sense. Just to kind of have a very even spread here. Now, what else sells well? Kids will sell well. Okay, that's too easy to clip. Kids will sell well. No selling kids, chat. Do not sell kids. If any of you sell kids, I'm not responsible. FBI, I'm not responsible for anyone in chat selling kids. It's not it's not my fault. Okay, we're gonna just throw a crime book in here, I guess, as well. Winter market time. I want to see what's going on at the winter market. This seems cozy as heck. This is cozy as heck. I love this. Hello, Moira. Aw, you're here. Happy winter solstice. New memory. A chat and a cup. I just got an achievement. Open up shop at the winter market. We love it. We love it, chat. Thanks for coming by, babes. Can I interest you in a cuppa or maybe some scrumptious roasted almonds? Yes, please. Absolutely. Just pop by if you need some more. Yeah, I'm gonna be popping by constantly. Also, thank you so much for the lurk, Lace. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. See, okay, we're good, Moira. Or we can just chat too. I would love that. Again, if I had my choice between Anne or Moira, I'm going Moira. Okay, I'm sorry, Anne. I like Anne. I think Anne's great. Moira is more my type, though, to be honest. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We've done it. We've done it. I want to stop at the shops, though.
Hey.
Hello, love. What'll it be today? She's being real affectionate with me, by the way. We want the roasted almonds, for sure. +1 recommendation per day. Yes, please. Yes, please. Also, Yuletide coffee, +1 recommendation for today. We're grabbing that as well. Those are great. Those are absolutely wonderful. Oi, wait a second. Before I forget. Both of our shops have been quite busy here, yeah? I just opened? I don't know. I mean, I've definitely sold out my stock once or twice already. It's already? That's crazy. Do you think you can keep up? No. Sell every book in your full shop at the winter market. It's not gonna happen. But my nan would be quite impressed. Well, it's not gonna happen. Tell you that, it's not gonna happen. Art dealer, bonjour. Do I want to buy anything from here? I have tons of money. Plus 50% to painting effects. And then just like paint colors, I guess. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Let me look at some of these other shops now. What is this one? Festive vendor. Hello and merry Yuletide. Festive vendor. But my friend, where is your holiday spirit? You'll need some festive decorations or you'll upset your customers. Okay, I need to equip festive items. That makes a lot of sense. I'm definitely going to buy festive stuff. This is not festive, apparently. This is festive, though, right? I do see it says festive. I want to grab that for sure. None of this other stuff is festive. This is. Plus 16% to kids sale chance. Minus 10% to all other book sales chance. This could be really good, though, if I'm just wanting to sell a bunch of kids' books. I was looking at this game on Steam today. Seems so cozy. It's so good, Ronnie. You definitely should check it out. I highly recommend it. It's extremely chill. Extremely chill. Low stress. Really fun, though. Really, really fun. And really easy to talk to chat when you play it, I will say. I'm going to buy this as well. I think that's nice. I'm surprised this doesn't have a festive tag on it. This one's not festive, unfortunately. Okay, we're down a bunch of coins now, but that's absolutely fine. I'm going to talk to my dog. Ruff. Yes, speak. Yes. Ruff. Okay, we're done. We're done with that interaction, apparently. Okay, what would you recommend? Let's see. I'm sorry. I have to pick up my kid in a bit. I want yearning and blushing, please. I want something easy, entertaining, and uncomplicated. And I typically go for character-driven novels. Okay, so a romance book you want. Last Night at the Telegraph Club. Okay, this is not uncomplicated, though, because this delves into, like, discrimination and, like, deportation and stuff like that. Okay. Let's see. The Seagull. That's Anton Chekhov. That's not going to be uncomplicated. Breakfast at Tiffany's. Okay. Holly Golightly may seem shallow and carefree with her many suitors and piles of gifts, but as the young writer gets to know her, first out of curiosity, then attraction, he realizes she's not cheap. She's priceless. Honestly, Breakfast at Tiffany's might be the option here. Let's do it. Heck yeah, we did it. Ronic Leola opens up a chest. The most valuable thing inside is a glass dagger. I feel like it will break easily. However, if you're stabbing someone with a glass dagger and it breaks, that's just going to do more damage to them, right? So actually pretty good then. if not a little morbid, but you know. Okay, so we're trying to sell all of our books today. I don't think that's going to happen. We have sold 7 books, though, already, which is pretty good. That is pretty wicked. I didn't think of that way. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where truly you don't want your knife to break if you're going to be using it a bunch. but it breaking when you're trying to use it just once, as long as you're, you know, where you aim for is good. You there. This is not murder advice. This is not murder advice. You there. I want something with a romance plot line. Also, I tend to enjoy the classics, but I want a book that at least takes itself seriously. Please assist me with my search. Okay. I'm hoping I have another romance book in here. Okay. Ooh, I have 3 more down here at least. True Beauty. After being bullied for her appearance in middle school, Zhu Yong starts over with a new look. After mastering the art of makeup, none of her friends know what her face really looks like. The first print of the popular Korean webtoon. It's not what I'm looking for here, unfortunately. This is a humorous novel. It's not a romance plotline. None of this is going to be romance, probably. Or maybe a classic. A classic might be a romance here, actually. 12 Angry Men is not a romance. Ooh, The Hunchback of Notre Dame. This is a romance. A gothic romance set in the dark and troubling streets of medieval Paris. Ring any bells? Each chapter is told by a different unlikable character, and none of them are gargoyles, making this novel far more depressing than its animated adaptation. That's true. That's true. But also, it's a classic and it's a romance plotline. So this is what we're going with. I think this is a perfect fit. Absolutely, it is. Absolutely a perfect match. Glad. I'm glad. Okay. We are not going to sell out today, I don't think. But, I mean, who knows? Maybe we do incredible today. Maybe we actually do incredible. Okay, they need a recommendation. Hi, you're the highlight of my route. Give me something with a thrilling case and a dashing detective. Ooh, a dashing detective. I like books that basically rip my heart out. So they want something incredibly devastating. Chat, do y'all like devastating books and movies? Like, do you like it when you watch something and at the end of it, you just feel like a hollow husk? Every once in a while, I do enjoy that. I don't know. Every once in a while, it's nice. And to be fair, usually when I watch something and that's how I feel at the end, I usually have loved it. I don't think I've ever watched something and then felt like a hollow husk at the end and then been like, I hated that. It's usually like it's not a positive feeling, but it does. I do usually view what I watch as a positive thing. Don't have many books in my house, but I do have a little collection of comic books, mainly X-Men. That's sick. I need to get into comics. I need to get more into comics. Or like graphic novels or manga. I need to get into more, probably. I do. I know you do, Fox. I know you like that sort of stuff. Every now and then it's nice, but then Attack on Titan ended and it wasn't the same for like 2 months. It is depressing when something you like ends, or when something you like is canceled or like not renewed. Awful feeling. Awful feeling. Okay, so they need something with a detective. It's something that rips the heart out. And they don't want something niche. What was the last thing you watched that got canceled or didn't get renewed for another season that you really, really loved? What was the last thing? I'm trying to think of what it was for me. There was a show on Netflix. What was it called? 1 second. I'm going to look, okay? I'm going to look. I'm trying to think of what it was called. Oh, that was right. Let me see. I think I just found it. Television. Yes, I Am Not Okay With This. That was on Netflix with Sophia Lillis, where she was a teenage girl who had like psychokinetic powers that were like, that basically happened when she was having like strong emotions. And there was one season and it was so good. Also, there was like a little bit of like a queer element to it. That was in 2019, 2020, I think. And it was an amazing show. I loved the first season. And then it didn't get renewed for another season. And I think it was partially because of COVID. And I was so upset. I wanted more. I wanted to know where it would all go. Oh, it was so sad. Mine would have to be Dark Crystal, Age of Resistance. Man, it's so sad. It's so sad when it ends. Especially when like you don't get proper continuation and ending. Ugh. I've never seen any of the Dark Crystal stuff, by the way. That's something I definitely would like to check out at some point. Okay, so they need detective stuff. It's gonna be up in crime here. Let's see. I'm scanning for anything about, oh, Detective Kelly. Okay, I see you. Zoe's photo is in the paper. Mistake, or perhaps a message. Consumed by paranoia, he and Detective Kelly race to uncover the truth. Someone is watching, waiting, and danger seems to lurk in every corner. This is the one for sure. Oh, I feel like you would like Dark Crystal. I know I would, and I don't know why I haven't gotten around to it. I guess it's just because I just haven't gotten around to it yet. I mean, there's so many things to get to, and I feel like it's impossible to like get to everything. And there's a little bit of like decision paralysis a lot of the time. Like, oh, do I want to like start something new and get into it? Or do I just kind of like continue with the things I'm already doing? Or do I do nothing, you know? I think you would like Dark Crystal too. An acquired taste, but I think you got it. I definitely like weird things and arty things. And I like things that are a little bit strange or creepy or kooky. Kooky is such a good word, by the way. I love the word kooky. We're gonna recommend this and hope it works. It has a detective. We've done it. We've done it. It's a perfect recommendation. We love a perfect recommendation, chat. Also, we sold half of our books now. We sold half of our books. Are we gonna sell all of them today? I'm hoping so. I took my garbage out. Tell me you're proud of me, please, and thank you. I'm extremely proud of you, Becca. Becca, I am so proud of you. You're doing such a good job. And I couldn't be more proud of you, actually. I think you're doing an excellent job. And I think you're a great person. So. dot, 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 dot. Hello, Fern. Oh, hey. Wait, sorry. Let me take out my earbuds. What were you listening to? I need to know what Fern was listening to. I need to know what Fern was listening to. Was Fern listening to Japanese noise rock? Was Fern listening to post rock? Was Fern listening to Britpop? What was Fern listening to, chat? Look at Fern. They, them. What was Fern listening to? They like writing. Give me some artist ideas. What would Fern be listening to on their headphones? Had to switch to mobile. Not sure what's going on with my system, but I think Windows Update caused issues with corruption with settings. Oh no. I'm sorry, Nick. Windows is bad. Windows sucks. Ugh. Frank Ocean? Maybe. It's very possible. Like, look at those glasses. The glasses could be Frank Ocean. Japanese smooth jazz, is that a genre? Probably. I mean, it's very possible. Let's look it up. Let's look it up. I'm gonna see Japanese smooth jazz. Let's see if we can find anything about it. I know like Japanese jazz is a thing, but I wonder if they're like, I'm sure. Okay, so I will tell you this, like Japanese smooth jazz might not be a specific genre, but they do jazz music in Japan. And I'm sure there are jazz musicians in Japan that specifically do smooth jazz. So I am sure that it is a thing. Okay, let's see. We're gonna find out here now. Oh, nothing. I was just using them for noise canceling. Okay, that's fair though. Honestly, kind of a vibe. I'd be listening to music, but honestly, neurotypical. What would be a gender neutral version of like king or queen? What would we use in that case? 'Cause obviously, I don't think there is like a non-binary monarchy. Themper, that's so true, Becca. That's so true. Our neurotypical Vemperor. Noise canceling earbuds and headphones? Absolutely, we're for it. Some of the stall owners play pretty loud holiday music, and then there's the crowd So usually I try to avoid the busier hours. Today I just didn't want to miss your shop. That's so kind. Like putting yourself in like a slightly uncomfortable situation because you care about someone else and want to be there for them. We love that. We love that. Ah, because I needed a book, of course. Of course, Fern. Of course. So yes, the books. They're over there, aren't they? Yep, they're on the bookshelves. That's so sweet. That's so sweet. Okay, someone needs a recommendation. Hi there. Pop science is my pet peeve. I don't think I get poetry, but I want some cold, hard facts. Okay. You could go the slightly more boring Monarch, though. That is, it's not even slightly more boring, Becca. It's way more boring, in my opinion. Also, it doesn't hit the same. It doesn't hit the same at all. Okay, they don't want pop science. I think I only have pop science. I'm also low on books. I don't think I have something for them, unfortunately. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, not poetry. They don't want pop science, but they want facts. A collection of anecdotes, histories, and mythologies from Philip's seemingly aimless wanderings across the world. I don't think that would work for them, but maybe. This one's fictional. It's a fictional travelogue. The must-ride primer for anyone seeking to become a serious game scholar. Maybe this would work. I have a soft spot for monarch butterflies. What do you mean you have a soft spot for them? Because that's an interesting way to phrase it, Becca. Because it kind of insinuates that in general you don't like butterflies, but monarch butterflies you kind of like. Like, do you have an issue with other butterflies, Becca? I feel like I might get it though, in the sense like maybe you just don't like bugs, and since butterflies are bugs, they would qualify as that, but you kind of make an exception for monarch butterflies. Am I nailing that? Tell me I've nailed that. I'm gonna take a little bit of a drink here. Also, do y'all like that I basically announce every time I'm about to take a drink? I don't just take the drink. It's a weird little quirk I have. We're gonna throw this book at them, I think, and hope they catch it, of course. I mean, I just find them extremely interesting. They eat such a specific diet and they migrate somewhere. That is so true. That is super true. It is a weird, not weird, it is an interesting sort of thing that they're like birds in that sense, that they migrate so far. But I do think it's actually more common than we think, or at least, and I say we because we're not like insect experts. I think there are more types of bugs that migrate like great distances than like we'd imagine. Like, 'cause like birds migrate really far, and I think it's like locusts do it, and I think cicadas do it as well. Maybe. Found a lunar moth last year. I think that's one of my personal favorite achievements, because lunar moths, they're a nighttime moth, right? Where I mean, most moths are kind of nighttime, I guess, but they're definitely like, you have to find them at night, I believe, which is super cool. It's relatable as well. Okay, I'm going to recommend this book. It's probably pop science, but it mentions if you want to be a serious game scholar. So maybe, yeah, cicadas go underground for years at a time. That's right. They don't migrate. They just go underground. That's right. I mixed it up. Stupid. No, I'm kidding. They come up to fucking die. I love that for them. I love that for them too, Becca. Cicadas are my worst nightmare. I don't know if I mind them, but I also don't go outside really, so this is going to be considered pop science, right? No, it's a perfect match. It's a perfect match. We're good with it. Oh god, chat. Earlier today, I was on Reddit. Unfortunately, I was on Reddit, and I found out that camels, to meet a mate, they apparently have a sac in their mouth. I think it's called a dullah. I think I remember that. And they spit it out, and it just hangs out the side of their mouth. and it looks like a fleshy mass that just hangs there. It's so disgusting looking. It just looks like, it looks just like a fleshy mass that just hangs there, and it's like pink, and it just kind of hangs out of their mouth. It looks awful. Oh God, it looks disgusting. It's so weird. I didn't know camels did that, but apparently that's how male camels mate, or not how they mate, but that's how they attract a mate. And it's like, it is not attractive looking at all. It is not. Nope. Yuck. Could have gone my whole life not knowing this. You could have, but you won't, because unfortunately that information is with you now. At least unless you forget it, I guess. I'm guessing you will not forget it because of the imagery. It's really bad. It's really gross. I watched the clip of it 3 or 4 times. I don't know why, but I did. Hey, we're gonna buy this collection of books here. It is 5 coins. We're grabbing it. So we're getting actually, we're too low on fact books. Like, we technically have enough, but it is a little bit too low, I think. Okay. What day are we on? We're on winter 16th. We are about halfway through the month then. We did 8 days last stream, I think, and then we did 8 today. For a total of -6. I lost a bunch because I bought stuff. Also, I need to get Christmas stuff set up. I need to get Christmas stuff, like festive stuff, I guess. They're not calling it Christmas in the game. Woke. The game's woke. I need festive. I only have 2 festive things, unfortunately, but I should put the festive stuff up. Where do I put this? Right there. That's amazing. I love that. I love that. That's great. Then this I need the tape player for, I think. That's fine. I don't really want to put it up, I guess. Also, what is this? Bust of St. Books. That's right. It's on the ground out here. I should not have that on the ground out here. That should be in the window. Okay, perfect. I was wondering what this thing was. Apparently it's the bust of St. Bookston, and I just didn't realize it was here. Okay. Also, I'm spending 25 on my daily expenses. I'm glad I'm making a bunch of money every day, because that's expensive. So just uninstalled recent quality update, and it's back to normal. Something with the latest Windows update causes issues for whatever reason. Probably vibe coded, that they're using AI to like update their stuff. God, that's the latest trend that I hate so much. Is just like companies updating things with using AI. Ugh, causing so many issues. It's horrendous. Why are they doing this? Why are they doing this? It's awful. Okay, also, I'm gonna end stream here. I think we did enough in the game today. We made a bunch of progress, and I normally would end anytime between 3 hours and 4 hours probably. I don't really want to start another day, so I feel like that's probably a good stopping point, actually. Let me save and quit. If we cut half the team and have AI program the system, profits will skyrocket. It's true. The profits will skyrocket, and that's what it's all about. The more profitable, the better. Quality doesn't matter. It's about the profits, as we all know. Dang, not even 6-7 hours. 6-7, 6-7. No, 6 to 7 hours is so long. I don't know how you do such long streams when you do that, Becca, because sometimes you do really long streams, and I feel like I can do like 4 hours and I'm pretty good. Maybe I could even pull off 5 hours on a good day, but I feel like 6, 7 is too much. It's too much. It's not too much. It's too much for me mentally, I guess. Not that you're not doing too much, Becca. You're doing just fine. The right amount, the amount that you want to do. Oh God, this hole I'm digging is so deep right now. Let me find someone to raid. And we will head over there. I really hope everyone enjoyed the stream. It's only when I'm doing a story heavy game. That makes sense. That does make sense to me. I want to see who is streaming here. I want to find someone I do see some people. What are we feeling tonight? What are we feeling, everyone? I have somebody playing Dredge that we could raid to. I have somebody doing Animal Crossing we could go to. How familiar are y'all with Dredge? How familiar are y'all with Dredge? That does most of the heavy lifting. That's true. When you're doing a story heavy game, it does work out pretty well. Or actually, I see Jake is live. Maybe we raid Jake. For anyone that isn't following, that's in here, if you enjoyed the stream, if you feel like a little follow, if not, that's fine. That's fine as well. Also, I do have a Discord. If anyone in here isn't in the Discord, that's where I give all stream updates in the future here when I do my random streams and stuff, because I want to do some more spontaneous streams here and there. I'm going to be making announcements in there probably like a half an hour prior. So if you want to know when those streams are happening, that's where I'll be making updates. And so you can look for them there. I also want to start watching stuff in there at some point. But anyways, here is my raid message. If you want to copy and paste this, you can post that in there to make a little bit of noise. People say that, right? People reference making noise in people's chat. anyways, here we go. I'm going to set up the raid. We're going to go raid Jake. They're doing a sledding game, which I've watched a little bit of, but it looks like a lot of fun. So here we go. Boom. Bye, everyone. I hope you all have a great rest of your night. I'll see y'all over there, but I'm going to make some pizza here in a bit, so I'll probably be lurking for a lot of it. Good night, everyone. Nighty night. Bye-bye.